Welcome back to the Tactical Muffin Top channel, everybody. I just got a couple things on my mind and some opinions on some stuff, and I kind of wanted to run it through some chats. So I'm going to send out some links to some homies. I'm going to hop in on the Duke Liberty chat, hopefully tonight. I think he's doing one. I don't know, guys. I've seen some crazy stuff. I don't know what's going on there, but... And then we'll have, of course, old D Honda for a chat here. But I'll send him a link anyway. I know he just got back from a trip, he was saying. So we'll see. Worst case scenario, he'll tell me to go F myself as per usual. But that's okay. Get the old working. Drop some stuff here. So let me know how your guys' weekend is. And I have an opinion on some stuff. And I'd like to get your guys' take because something kind of ticked me off today. And I want to get your guys' opinion. So give me the thumbs up, give me the comment, do the YouTubey stuff. You guys know how it all works, and the super awesome cool shadow banning of all of the cool people on YouTube. We all know all the games that are being played. I think something else that was crazy that I'll talk about when a couple people hop in here is a issue with media as far as Israel, and I think probably it feels like Africa being censored to some free speech and some one-way tickets as far as information they're gathering and information that they are actually allowing out of country, be it the occupation of Russia, which I think the exfiltration of that Merck group that was working for Russia, whatever the heck their name was, I forgot already, because news moves fast and I'm American. I think that, what's up, man? I'm feeling spicy tonight. I want to do one. Apparently Duke's doing a chat, but I don't know. I haven't seen anything on it. Are you doing a chat? He sent me some crazy ass message, so I hope it's not true. But I'd rather.
I think it was like an old notification. Maybe he was kidding about it being his last channel.
Yeah, and then it was gone, and I couldn't find it. Yeah, it's freaking me out.
Somebody else said something about his cousin or something.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I don't know. I'd like Duke to have a chat tonight so we can talk, because I miss old Dukey boy. I haven't talked to him in a minute. I have other ways to get a hold of him, but I've just kind of been letting that dog lie. So, but no, I got some spicy shit I wanted to talk about tonight, and I know we don't have any viewers or anything, but hopefully like 10 people will watch us later. You need to be loaded to prep, man. And it's nice in a sense that some people can do it, and it's not in another sense. Like, I got my broke ass bitch garden that I produced almost 400 jars of stuff last year, and my neighbor just went and spent like fucking $3,000 to build a raised bed. You know what I mean? What's up, Survival SoCal? Doing okay. I'm a little pissed off. So I was out working in my garden because this is my third year having it. This first year didn't do very good because usually when you have a new ecosystem introduced, all the wildlife, but in this case, insect life, pretty much murks it. So it wasn't super productive. I still made some stuff, tried some stuff, made some mistakes. I ended up cutting a tree back to get some more sun in there, but midday, my garden does not get full sun. It's actually covered in the shade of a tree. So I have to grow shade tree crops there. But usually the stuff I grow, like tomatoes and peppers and jalapenos and stuff, that all works great. And then when it's super duper hot, it doesn't get like dried. It doesn't get like dried out, right? Yeah, no shit, SoCal. So anyway, long story fucking short, I'm out there and I've been saving the bottoms of pizza boxes, and I've been saving cardboard, and I put cardboard over my garden bed in the winter, and so now it's kind of been eaten up a little bit, and it's easier to cut and break down and move to where I want. And in between here and there, I chummed up all my old garden plants. I'm kind of doing like a live, what do you call it? It's almost like recomposting the old shit to put some nutrients back in. But if you cover it all and then the snow, it seeps in slower. I don't know, but I still have moisture from snow in there, which is cool. So I was out there putting pizza boxes on in between my garden beds because I'm getting some untreated grass to put in between there. And if you put cardboard with grass trimmings, it basically live composts and it helps keep a lot of moisture in your garden, and it makes it almost impossible for weeds to come up. So by the time your season's done here, you can pretty much just till it all back in, and grass gives off some kind of chemical, whatever gas. I can't think the name. It eludes me right now while it's dying. And then with the cardboard, it's really good. Whoa. You good, dog?
Negligent discharge.
Nice beard.
Thank you.
But yeah, that kind of pissed me off. So they're out there, and he was saying something about how his wife wanted a can, and I was like, hey, I put up almost 400 jars of stuff last year. Nitrogen. Thank you. Yes. And then the worm, it promotes like good worm growth and things like that with the cardboard. So I was telling him this, and then she's like, oh, I wanted to learn how to can. I was like, we can do it. I got a freaking deal that I do deer heads in, and I'm done doing deer heads because after you boil one off, boy, let me tell you what, if you ain't into it, you ain't into it because it stinks, man. Yeah, it's great for your plants, man. So it's basically like almost a live compost that helps me reduce my watering needs, So it's just all around good for the garden. Anyway, so these guys just dropped like 3 G's on this, and it's probably a company write-off because they own a company. And I was like, they were like fucking basically laughing at me. And then he was like tilling this. He just put fucking bag soil in. He went and got like fucking 300 bags, and then he tilled it. I'm like, you only need to till it like if it's fucking been sitting there and you can't actually dig around. Like you don't need to till that. That's all good.
Yeah, old hard pack.
Yeah. And I'm like,
or you're trying to stir in some new additives or something.
No, he wasn't doing shit. He just has a tiller and wanted to use it. And I'm like, okay, like whatever. I'm like, I'm not fucking tilling mine. You don't need to till it every year. Like you can do no till. Tilling's actually terrible for your soil long term. I mix like sand and stuff in mine that helps your roots grow down. So for every like I don't know. Anyway, fucking that pissed me off. So she's like, oh, I don't know, blah blah. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then they're like, what are you doing with that? And I'm like, yeah, see, everybody's making fun of me for saving these pizza boxes and putting these down here. But I'm like, they work perfect to go in between all my plants. Left, right, fucking up, center. And I took another big strip that was halfway eaten up, and I was putting it in there and just pinning it down with sticks. They're like, what are you doing? I'm like, I know what I'm doing, darling. I put up almost 400 jars last year. Like, this is a weed barrier, and I'm going to put grass on it. You know what I mean? No, well, no, it's not ordering too much pizza. It's just this over the course of the winter. I've been saving these because I only use cardboard that doesn't have like any shit on it. You know what I mean? Just plain brown cardboard. Anyway, I don't know. It works good.
Food grade cardboard, not shipping cardboard.
Yeah. So
I have all this.
Yeah, and they're all like basically making fun of me. I'm like, well, I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm going to kick the shit out of your garden this year. And guess what? I'm going to kick the shit out of your garden next year, homies. So if you want some fucking pointers, I'll help you out. And yes, organic eggshells are great. Also, I was planting Tums under all of my tomato plants. And they're like, what are you doing that for? I'm like, dude, tomatoes love calcium. What the fuck do you think this Tums pill from the dollar store is, dude? It's mostly fucking calcium. And I was telling them, I was like, do you guys like drink coffee? Because I'm doing an organic garden. So I was telling them, they were going through stuff, and she's saying something about bugs. And I'm like, oh, hey, by the way, I have praying mantis eggs that are hatching soon. So if you see a praying mantis, please don't kill it. Just kind of pick it up and put it back over here. I'm like, it'll help. It'll move to your garden and eat bad bugs. You're welcome. But R and I are doing an organic deal. And I want to show, I need to look this site up.
You have a bat box too.
I have an issue with bats here.
No, you want to bring them in.
I don't fuck bats. We got them out at the farm. That's enough. They're a pain in the ass. I'm gonna see if I could share the screen here. Anyway, so I'm going over this, and I was telling them, I was like, hey, I just released like 3,000 fucking ladybugs. I was like, don't spray anything that's gonna kill bugs and stuff, because I got an organic deal going on, and I don't want you to kill all this shit that I got going on. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm trying to do organic thing. And I was like, if you spray bugs, like, our gardens are right next, like, we're a chain link fence away. I was like, it's gonna kill my bugs. So I was like, try and be careful with that. But yeah, I don't order pizza, by the way. I'm poor. I fucking buy Jack's Pizza and fucking DiGiorno. All right, let's try this out here. So I was like trying to teach them some stuff, and they were kind of pissing me off. Anyway, so can you see this?
Yeah, I can pinch and zoom. Beneficial insects.
Yep. I don't know if it's going to drop any muffins or anything, but yeah, you can buy this stuff. It's really cool. I was kind of pissed. We waited a scooch too long, and now they're beehives. Mason bees don't sting, but like I guess they're the second best pollinator. But dude, check this out: fly eliminators. And shit hits the fan. Do you think you're going to have all these, pest control mites? And I actually just had grubs in my garden this year. I haven't had grubs in my garden for 3 years. So now I'm getting these little mite guys that actually eat grubs, and I won't have grubs anymore. Disease control. Like, look at this stuff. This is really good shit. Fertilizers, indoor grow. Like, this is when I get into something, I kind of ADHD it. And I get really into it, but I don't want to click on anything that has a price. But like, for instance, okay, praying mantis. I actually had these on a video. Oh shit! See, that's what I didn't want. They come in these
You're not
little
allowed to talk about gardening
pods, and each pod has 3 to 6 praying mantis eggs in it. And so R and I are just going to split them up. And when they come out and they start walking around, however many's in this one, like I got this one, he got this one. He just started a raised bed, so he's going to have a terrible time because it's a new thing to the ecosystem. So all the, bug life and whatnot's going to attack it. And he's into that stuff. Like, he's a fish guy, and he likes to do that kind of shit. But like, if you had cows, fly eliminators, how nice would that fucking be, man? Like. Or dogs. I got dogs. Flies are terrible for dogs. Like, for a good bird dog to keep flies away, that's super cool. That's cool ass shit. So I don't know. I'm into that. We're gonna get some of these nematodes too. I guess they're really good. They even have some that get rid of ticks, which is freaking sick. So we might release those on some of our river ground property and see how they do. But yeah, I did the ladybugs. You can get okay, I don't want the prices. But you can get a shitload of them. You can get they start with like 350 up to like 10,000. They tell you how many per like acre and stuff like that. And these things eat a lot of bad bugs, and you get shit that eats ants. And I don't know. It's really cool. I don't know. I'm kind of into that stuff. I really dig this site, actually. I'm learning a lot. So if you guys like want to, man, it'd be freaking sick. I would try out all their shit. But these guys, beneficial insects. Is where I was at.
Arbico Organics.
Yeah, just organic stuff. So we kind of thought, and we're thinking long term. So one of our deals was we were sitting down and basically we throw down and say, hey, throw out a scenario. Year 1 after the shit hits the fan and it's spring season. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, well, I got some 7 stocked up, and I got like my fertilizer. I was like, I got enough. I could get through a year. Okay, year 2. Then what do you do? And then you get the Japanese water beetle. The Japanese water beetle was destroying our gardens last year, and the only thing we could use to keep it off of it was liquid 7. And that stuff works awesome, except for if you don't have it. And I was like, man, that is actually a really good fucking question. So then we started deep diving this. You know what I mean?
My grandparents used to use a lot of 7 dust on all their plants.
Oh yeah, we use the shit out of it. Like R just planted some plum trees a couple years ago, and they are making fucking awesome plums, like little baby, tiny, delicious. And uh, we got to hook up this gal. Oh my god, dude, the jam she's making! I'm swapping mulberries for her jam, and he's giving her some of these, right? So we're hillbilly swapping. So we're already got our shit hits the fan like trade partners kind of lined up. I got my cow guy, I got chickens guy. I'm trying to become chickens guy. We got eggs. Like we're swapping this stuff, and like I take my extra stuff that we're not gonna eat if we either take it to church or I take it up to the local farmers market. And I'm like, yo, you want to swap? Like, why not, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Ladybugs are awesome. See, Surviving SoCal sounds like he's in on this kind of organic gardening thing. What up, Fiend Dog? Sorry guys, I was missing this stuff. Never got the notification, dude. I'm telling you, there's something. That's another thing that was pissing me off that I seen. Israel is restricting news inlet and outlet now, and I think so is Africa. I can't confirm the Africa one yet, but ever since that Russia thing was there, plus I think that Merc group, whoever the fuck they were, do you remember those guys? That mercenary group that was with Russia, and they quote unquote attacked, but I think it was a tactical withdrawal earlier. You remember that?
Yeah, you're talking about.
I can't think of their name right after.
I could have said it if you hadn't mentioned it.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, those guys. Where the fuck is Ohio when you need him?
He's moving today.
Oh yeah. He's doing boxing stuff. Yeah, Damascus Earth is okay. It also gets rid of some of the good stuff that I'm putting in, so that's the problem.
Yeah, diatomaceous earth.
Yeah, ants. If you do, I think it's cinnamon, but you have to make sure you put a bowl or something over your plants because it can actually burn your leaves. But cinnamon kills ants really fast.
You've got to make sure it's like the right thing, because is it real cinnamon or is it the stuff we buy that says cinnamon on the bottle?
The cheapest shit I buy. I buy most of my crap that I'm going to experiment this stuff with from the dollar store. It works. It's not great, but it works.
Well, what I'm saying
Wagner
is,
Group, fucking thank you. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, Wagner.
Yeah, I think they've been running Africa. Especially since I think they were moving some money or something, some precious metals from Russia through there. And I think Russia just kind of backed them up. So that's kind of an interesting play that I don't think got a lot of media attention this weekend. Anyway, with this YouTube suppression shit, and then after they said that, and then kind of the shit that's been coming out of Africa, I kind of took a step back and I was like, dude, they are fucking funneling us against each other and not letting us fucking communicate this way. Where'd that comment go? This. And I'm like, it's here, and they're just not fucking telling us. So I think that's what really pissed me off. The garden thing pissed me off, and then I calmed down because I smoked some fish. R caught a nice walleye on this trip. A master angler, by the way, here in the state, and I cut a piece of salmon on sale at Walmart for $3 and some change. I was like, yeah, dude, that's going to pair up freaking Delicioso with R's freaking walleye, right? So we did that, and then I did some brats for the father-in-law because he wanted to come see the boy, and then some hot dogs, and the boy devoured the hot dogs. And it was a good day, just BSing and hanging out, working in the yard. So it was fun. Don't put it on the leaves, put it around the thing. Yeah, see, what I do is I just put a bowl, and I put it around the bowl, and that's good enough for me, but good to know. Anyway, I was telling this dumb bitch, I was like, hey, you guys, I was like, you drink coffee? Because she has fucking coffee in her hand all the time. She's like, yeah. I was like, and you're all on this organic kick. I was like, take your organic eggshells, wash them out, maybe even twice, let them soak overnight, okay? And then after you're done with your coffee for like 2 or 3 days, save it up, put it on a cookie sheet, and bake it. Your eggshells and that. Like, don't worry about the smell. Take that water, that's like calcified water from the eggshells, right? Put that in a spray bottle. Go fucking hit your indoor, outdoor house plants, your flowers. Great for your flowers because you're not going to supplement flowers very much. Most people just water them. And I was like, and she's like, oh, okay, yeah. And I was like, and then take that shit out of the oven and put it in your blender. She's like, what? That's disgusting. I'm like, no. First off, the eggshells are going to sharpen the blades of your blender. And second off, you can use it to clean with because it's really textury. So if you get like a burnt pan, you can put some eggshell in with your dish soap, and it'll scrub the shit out of anything. Like you don't have to scrub very hard. So fun fact, try that hack. It's a great cleaning hack. But second off, then you take that powder and you mix it with your stuff to put in your garden for like once a week. Go put it around your plants and water it in. It gives calcium to your plants. It's really healthy for them. Or I was like, or mix it in. I was like, get 2 or 3 banana peels, chop them up, put them in some water with that, and then your coffee grounds, and you get your nitrates, you get your phosphorus, you get your calcium, and you get a whole bunch of other minerals in there. I'm like, it's free fertilizer, and it's organic. No, bro, that's not right. Okay. Well, I don't know how to tell you this. It works okay, but yeah, she's like, oh, I'm not gonna do that. I'm like, okay, well, whatever, So yeah, so I'm all like, why wouldn't you like you just start in your garden, right? And she's like, oh, I want to can stuff, but I don't know if we're gonna have enough yield. I'm like, my 2 garden beds are smaller than what y'all just fucking put in, and I'm telling you, I just put up 400 jars of shit out of here, plus we ate out of it all year. I'm like, yeah, you can. You got to know what the fuck to plant. You got to know how to do it. Don't wash off the eggshells. Yeah, but you got to get the inner part of the egg out, right? I think if you just like set that out on your counter or whatever, it'll mold. I don't know. That's just how I've done it. Anyway, whatever. Eggshells are good regardless. Whatever you may do with it.
I've just seen people save them in the not the styrofoam cartons, but like the like cardboard egg cartons.
Yeah.
Just like when I crack my eggs open, or whatever, I just crack them open and put the empty shell back in there. Maybe when you're done, you've got a dozen eggshells.
Okay. Well, I mean, fuck, worst case scenario. I can just smash that up and chop it up and throw it under a plant, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Calm down. Jesus, SoCal. Fucking drop some wisdom and tell this dumb bitch next door she don't know what she's talking about, okay? But no, I've been doing this stuff with fucking grandpa, and he has almost a 1 acre garden. And we swap a lot of shit. My grandma, that's her hobby, is canning shit, making jams and pies and all kinds of crap, like fucking asparagus, beets. Like, I mean, all about that, dude. I use it right after cracking them. Okay, whatever. The eggshell still has calcium value. Anyway,
for sure.
Regardless, I was like, do something. But I'm like, don't fucking spray all my bugs and shit. I'm like doing an organic thing over here. You know what I mean? I'm like, you'll be fine. I was like, your shit will take off. I was like, oh, where'd you guys get all your plants? Oh, we just went to no, you're good, dude. I was like, they're like, oh, we just went to Home Depot and bought everything they had left. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, I just rotated my green beans so that I get more nitrogen in my soil up from them over here. And I'm like, I rotated this to here and this to here. I'm like, you need to get stuff that like works well together, plant it next to each other, or things that give nutrients for certain shit. You know what I mean? Like, and they didn't. And they're like, oh, we just planted like onesies, twosies of all this shit together. And I'm like, whatever. Like, your fucking garden, not my problem. And I'm over here making. They're like, oh, your redneck shit looks terrible. Blah blah blah. No, he helped me, and I was like, yeah, sorry, I'm putting up this redneck thing. And she's just like, like kind of like with the eyes, like it looks ugly, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm gonna grow my entire fucking. I'm doing 2 of these. I'm growing squash up this one, and green beans up this one, and I just put a cattle panel from that bed over to the fence, and I'm like, I'm just gonna grow fucking pickle and cucumbers up this one. And I was like, I'm like, look at this. These are 2 20-foot cattle panels. I'm going to grow up and vertical around, and I'm going to grow lettuce underneath it, right? Because it's a shade crop. I'm just going to do the lettuce that you just keep cutting and it keeps growing. And I'm going to staple some fucking rabbit fence around it. It's already up against a chain link fence. Like, should be good. And she's like, okay, if it works. I'm like, It's been fucking working for years, so I guess I'll let you pick off some shit if you need it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. She's pissed me off. And the wife asked for more green beans. So now I've never done these long pull green beans, but I wanted to, and that's the reason for the cattle beds. Is I was looking for a good way to put them in without me having to fucking bend over. Because like I love bush beans, but at least my bush beans are 2x6s up off the ground. Like I can sit on a 5-gallon bucket and go through them. I don't have to get down on my hands and knees. You know.
Yeah, we used to grow pole beans.
Yeah. These these are like that. The ones I got, they get around 12 inches to 18 inches long. So I'm like, fuck, that's a lot of green beans. That's what I'm talking about because I'm all about green beans. I don't know if you notice in my stacking videos, pretty much every time I stack a vegetable, it's like a couple cases of green beans because me and the family eat the shit out of them. We love them. You know what I mean? But plus, they're really good for the diet because they're really low in calories. So anyway, I don't know. That just pissed me off. And then this shit's been happening, and I didn't know if like Discord and all that was fucking with me. Trying to get hooked up last night, I had to dip in and out of Ohio's chat. That pissed me off, like to the point where I was going to do a chat last night, and I got so fucking pissed off. I had to go. Granted, the power went out, so I was like, okay, that's probably my problem. I had to reset the motherfucking router. I had my buddy Colefoot. He was fucking hooking up his shit, and we were going because we have like a shared server thing and whatever for a game that we play. But and we were going through everything. We were fucking reset. I had to reset fucking my Microsoft password. I had to reset fucking my Discord fucking password. I had to reset fucking everything. And that is just a pain in the ass fucking thing. The Discord shit. Oh, click how many fucking things you have a bike in. Blah, blah, blah. So I don't know. Just a couple days pissed me off. A couple things pissed me off. And then I was sitting there working in the garden and kicking back. And I like to unplug on the weekends. And I was like, man, why are they restricting all this shit? And then all I see, just every other fucking article, right? This H1N1 fucking going to milk. Oh, it's going to people. Oh, it's going to all this shit. I'm like, dude, a virus, first off, like that doesn't move that fast. Okay. Second off, I'm like, man, we are gonna get nuked from fucking YouTube tonight. Jesus Christ. I don't even know. I need a code for that. I don't want to get the medical shit.
Kissing bugs.
Sure. I'll have to think about that. Anyway. No, thank you, man. No, I'm not dissing you, dude. You're good. Dude, listen. I'm young. I'll take all those years of experience from you, man. For sure. Yeah. If I'll take any tips and tricks and try them once, right? Try them twice and then make sure they work, right? But no, I appreciate that, man. No, you're good, Dwayne. Dude, YouTube is pissing me off, and that's part of the reason why I'm doing this little spicy chat. I'm kind of pissed off about a couple things. Even though I had a great day, my body's sore. I'm tired. I still got to fucking do all my curls for Honda's chat. And you know what? I'm just going to fucking suck it up and do it because we got limited time, I feel, boys. And I want to get my body whipped into shape. I want to get my garden whipped into shape. I want to get my preps fucking checked off. And I was thinking, I was looking at some of my long-term preps, and I have some flour. I got 4 or 5 gallon buckets of flour that are kind of coming to the date where I kind of need to either use it or lose it kind of deal. So by the time I thought about that and found it, and I'm building a new big ass pantry deal so that way I can organize this shit better because some of it keeps getting lost and it's in different rooms and then you go to different locations and try to rotate it all out, and it's just a time thing. It's just a fucking time thing. And I have a huge stock. More than most, honestly, compared to everybody I've ever talked to, whatever. Like, yeah, people might have a closet full or whatever, or like under their bed, they have it fucking stacked. I'm like, dude, I'm working on my second year of food storage. Okay. So that's where I'm at. So I rotate out long-term shit. Like, I'm not anywhere where Dino is. I'm doing it on the cheaper end. I'm doing it like, grains like Bear Independent, corn, wheat, rice, beans, right? The cheap shit. And then my freeze dried shit or what I hunt to supplement it, to change it up. That's the variety. That's the spice, right? But no, I am gonna try basil this year. I am about to start a big ass patch of dill because I blew so much money on dill last year, and I got a hookup from a gal at work, and she has a whole alley full of it. So I'm gonna try and transplant some, but I have a bunch started from seed right now. I do need to try the basil. Ours doing some cilantro. I have some cilantro in seed packets, and I was rotating through seed packets, and I have some that are right at 3 years. And I was like, fuck, I gotta use these up. You know what I mean? Like they've been in the freezer and shit, but I was like, man, I'm slacking. But there's only so much you can do in town. I mean, I can only grow so much shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just doing a bunch of shit, man. I'm feeling the push, and then all these things. I think some of the pressure is being put on purpose. I know I'm rambling. I'm fucking sorry. It is insect resistant. Oh, nice. I see what you're saying. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's actually a pretty good new crop to plant. It's a good idea actually. I do have a big thing of basil I was looking at because it's pretty delicious, and I love cilantro. I'll have to try that. I don't know. So anyway, I was looking at making a 20 by 20 foot fucking herb box. I got a bunch of 2x4s and shit just sitting there in the garage, and I was like, man, I could use up all these herbs right here, make a sick herb box. And then I was like, I don't know. I was just thinking about all kinds of fucking shit, man, and my wheels just got rolling. And I just want to tell everybody, you need to do something more than what you're doing. I'm feeling it. A lot of other people I talk to are feeling it. A lot of Christians are antsy right now, and I don't know if that's part of it. I'm a dirty Christian. I barely go to fucking church, and fuck me for that. But I don't know, man. I'm just feeling a freaking huge push, like a human fucking instinct. Like you need to fucking get on this. Like quit pushing it off. You know what I mean?
Well, without looking at it through any specific lens, you can just see that the world as a whole is ripe for war. Yeah. There's too many countries that are in internal turmoil.
And we're fucking one of them.
and the powers that be always use that as an excuse to put that aggravation somewhere and to cull the excess or the undesirable.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel it, man. And I feel like, I don't know, man. It's not a good feeling to have. But I want to do something, and, at least good for my neighbors for trying to do something. And I noticed another neighbor that we don't particularly like. I've noticed 3 more yards walking around town that got chickens. I got my permit to get chickens. I got to get around to building a coop before I get it inspected and shit. But, yeah, man, I just got a lot of shit lined up. And my body's not working out with me right now, and it's not working out very good. My homeboy's been helping me out, though. Helped me crank out some videos today. Check that out at Tactical Muffin Top. So what do you got? I wanna know what everybody's gonna do this week. I had an idea also. I don't know, lawfully, if you've looked at storage maybe under some furniture, like maybe jacking your couch up on 4x4s or something and just putting extra cans down there, or like a case of water, or maybe what I did at my smaller house that I had before we flipped it and sold it. I just had a mattress on 5-gallon buckets on a freaking piece of plywood.
Man, my mattress is covered in ammo cans.
I gotcha. Yeah, I mean that's a good.
And rotations of shoes. Like she's got some locking totes that she'll rotate out, like summer clothes, fall clothes, that sort of thing, and then one of them for shoes. We're packed to the gills here.
Shit, man.
And she doesn't degrade me for my prepping inclinations, my paranoia, maybe you could call it. but she doesn't. We're not on the same wavelength on all of that wholly.
Yeah.
She'll entertain it by picking up an extra case of canned food here and there, like when she makes Sam's runs. And I absolutely won't let us get below 5 cases of bottled water. So she'll help me stay up with that.
Good.
But
hey, man, at least she's helping you out. My old lady's not about it, so she's like, "Oh, hey, do we have this?" She's like, "I want to try this recipe. Do we have this and this?" I'm like, "Yeah, let me go get it." And
the past couple of years, through all the like weird things that like the store would be out of for 2 or 3 weeks at a time through
right.
COVID, like I've got her on board now about if it's something that you need, it's worth having. It's worth being ahead a trip or two on it. You know, like even all of our like laundry soap, bath soaps,
SoCal.
razors,
So
all
when
that
I'm deer
stuff.
hunting, I pick up field corn, and I have a an orange bird vest that I use for bird hunting for upland bird, like pheasants and quail and shit, and dove. And then it's my deer. It's my deer rig too. It's just got a lot of good pockets and stuff, and we can still hunt pheasants. It crosses seasons, so if I'm having a shit time looking for deer and I see a covey of quail or something kick into a field that I got permission to hunt on, we'll park the truck and walk into it, you know. And if we get in on some birds, my philosophy is that of my great granddad's and my grandpa's is we do not come back with an empty truck. If we come back with an empty truck, we failed. So I don't care if I have one quail in the back of the truck or deer. One year I had 2 deer, 4 turkeys, and 3 roosters. You're only allowed 3 roosters a day in Nebraska, and in the fall you can knock down 4 turkeys on it. It's either a permit or 2, I don't remember, but I filled my fucking tags in one shot, and I was like, "Holy shit, that was efficient!" And I was only aiming at the one, and the other 3 flopped with it, and I was like, "Oh, I should probably stop shooting at turkeys right now." But yeah,
Speaking of turkey,
yeah, go ahead.
turkey around here has become so scarce that you're only allowed 2 in an entire spring season. But if you take one on the first week of season, you can't harvest your second one for 7 days or something. So, like, God forbid you have a good day and take both of them.
Right.
But it's just a combination of mismanagement of land, hogs, and I don't know what all. But for some reason, we don't have much of a turkey population. And I know that there's not near the quail there used to be because I can remember being young, and we had at least 2 covey that lived just within earshot of the house. You can sit out on the back porch at night and hear them.
Yeah, I can call them bob whites from my truck.
Yep.
Oh, that's interesting. That could be it. I don't know. I just know the turkeys out here are not hunted enough, and that's the reason for the low pheasant population because they'll actually run off the young off of they'll run the pheasant off of the nest, right? And they'll bust up their nest for a competition for food for their young. Another huge problem we have here is hawks, and you can't shoot hawks here. So
you can't shoot hogs?
Yeah, no, you cannot. So all the farmers rip out all the plum thickets and like the sunflower patches and burn the ditches that have them. So then they have no aerial cover. Out here, some plum thickets like that don't get touched. I can walk in them. They're like 10 foot tall, dude. Like deer hang out there in the winter. You can't see them until you walk in on them. It's awesome. It's really good. But yeah, having it the other way though. Yeah. I mean, you might have a really good fox out there or something. I do a lot of shooting foxes when it's fucking fur bear season. Along the river, it's good hunting. But yeah, I don't know your situation. Such slide bite.
How are y'all supposed to manage the hog population?
What's that?
How are y'all supposed to manage your invasive hog population then if you're not allowed to?
Can't. The only thing you can do is give them cover. It's like a $2,000 or $3,000 fine for every hawk you shoot.
I mean, do they have like a trapping operation or something? Like, does your state wildlife agency not concerned with?
No, there's nothing. You can tell when the hawks are migrating because they hunt their way all up and down the interstates and the highways.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah, we can't touch them. Which I like. That's my favorite animal because I think they're a pretty cunning hunter and good for them. I see them fly off with snakes, and out where I hunt, we got rattlesnakes, and I've seen them scoop up a rattlesnake a couple times, and I'm cool with that. I've seen them scoop down and pick up mice and stuff. Yeah, I'm cool with that, man. But when I see that fucking bird breasted out, and I'm like, sheesh, that's my rooster, homie. You know what I mean? I hate that, but it's part of the game, man. It's part of life. I don't blame them. They probably taste better than them fucking field mice. But
Are we talking about the same thing? Hog, H-O-G,
hawk,
oink, oink.
H-A-W-K.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have hogs here. We don't have pig.
I'm tracking now. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was talking about hogs.
Yeah, I wish we fucking had. Well, you know.
That's why I was like, how would you? I mean, they're invasive. How would you not have some? No, hogs and hawks, birds. I understand. Yeah,
Yeah.
all the birds of prey are protected.
Yeah. My bad. No, we don't have hogs. I would like hogs, but at the same time, I don't want the problems that hogs come with. Mainly, absolutely terrible fucking property destruction and disease. So y'all can keep that shit. I'll come visit. You let me know when you want me to smoke some. Okay. But, yeah, I don't know. They're coming up through Kansas. I got some family down there, and they're starting to see them. But I don't know. Anyway, so when I have my, long story short, when I have that vest, if we're walking back to the truck and we busted something and we don't have anything left to hunt, I'll pick up field corn and put it in the back of the truck. And I still got half a trash can left. I went through 2 trash cans and then 2 55-gallon, like the blue drums that I had. They're like junk drums that I keep for like trash cans and stuff. They got holes and shit in them. I can't use them for rain catchment no more. So I just flex sealed it and fucking put corn in there to try and keep the mice out of it. But yeah, I don't know, just hillbilly shit. I like watching the squirrels. My son likes watching the squirrels, and we had to cut back their feed actually because I watched a hawk fly down the road after it, and it was running and it couldn't make it to a post. It couldn't make it to like a power line or a tree in time, and it scooped them up. I'm like, boy, they're getting too fat to run. I'm gonna have to cut them back to like 1 or 2 times a week.
Got them chonky squirrels.
Huh?
Got them chonky squirrels.
Oh yeah. The one that my son likes watching right now, we call him Big Chungus because he eats a whole cob by himself. Yeah, he's gonna be good eating. But yeah, I also got corn-fed rabbits because everywhere I put a squirrel feeder on the tree, I take a cob up and I shred it on the ground for like doves and stuff, and I pop doves with my pellet gun, and we eat them when they're in season. And I fucking love dove. Dude, you make a dove breast with a jalapeno popper. Oh my god, dude. That's some delicious ass dark meat right there, dude. That'll make you coon. Or just get a bit, if you get a shitload of them, like 30 or 40 of them, just put them on a sheet pan with some lemon pepper and some cracked black pepper and some fucking garlic. Throw some butter pads in there, put them on your smoker. Oh my god. They're like adult cracked chicken nuggets. That's good shit, man. Anyway, now I'm making myself hungry. Look what y'all did. But I'm feeling better. Thanks for that, guys. Just running my own fucking mouth. I don't know, man. I just get going down a whole bunch of rabbit holes at the same time. And I don't like that shit.
Well, I got my britches yesterday.
Yeah, what do you think?
So I had read the sizing chart for each different model of pant to make sure that I was ordering the right thing, but they all fit radically different. The 3 pairs of shorts I'm gonna have to send back because they're a 36 in the waist, and I'm thoroughly a 36 in the waist. But it's like it takes every bit of the to get that button buttoned, and then they're very tight. They're not a relaxed fit cargo pants or cargo short. So I'm sending those back, and then like their LAPG brand, like step above, and I forget the Atlas maybe was what was the model that have like the internal cargo pants, so they don't look big and they don't scream 5'11" pants.
Yeah,
those were kind of the same way, but the jeans fit great. Like the jeans were a 36 waist and they're loose. Like they're so loose I had to wear IWB to wear them yesterday.
Hmm.
So we'll see what their no hassle return program is like. I already submitted the email ticket for the return label. We'll have to drop that off by the post office this week.
Yeah, let me know. We got a couple stores around here that stock them, and I've been thinking about getting in on them. Of course, I'm just a scooch under 38s. I've been like 40s, 42s for the last over a year before I started cutting weight. So I'm kind of, I think I can kind of get in there and maybe try like, because I think they're going to fit tighter than like my Relax Fit Wranglers, right? So, or like I wear those tear-proof crotch things from the fucking Tractor Supply. Those work great. They're kind of thicker though. But yeah,
Finish on all of it was nice.
I was thinking about trying them because I kind of want to get into some more tactical stuff, and I like that little extra mag pocket. I think that'd help me carry an extra mag too.
That mag pocket on the jeans is sweet because it's got it on both sides. Like I was playing around with like where do I want to put my pocket knife and flashlight and everything. Like I kept rotating around, but you can fit a full 30 round AR mag in there, and only like the last inch and a half maybe peeks out just enough to get a firm grasp on it. With your shirt tail untucked, you could have a spare 30 round mag on you. Nobody know.
Fuck yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
So 17 round Glock mags, nothing.
Here you go, gun shop, lawfully armed. I have my opinion, but I want your opinion on this question here from Dwayne.
I have handled a couple of the TH-45s. They feel good. But I feel like 9's where it's at, man. It's just logistics.
Yeah. For me, it's 9 all the way due to price and commonality and leaning towards an AR9 build and the Sub 2K. However, I can't recommend either. I'm not the guy that wants to have this gun and that gun and this gun and that gun. I'm DeWalt or Milwaukee. Like I'm Glock, or you're a SIG guy or you're a Smith & Wesson guy. I have a shitload of mags. I'm not getting off Glock, you know?
It looks like his goal is to get into a double action, single action hammer gun.
Yeah. And I mean, out of the Tauruses versus CZs I've shot, CZs are pretty nice. They ain't bad. Now, for me, it would look at holsters with light bearing option because I have to carry a light, and then mags. So, you know, if one feels better to you, and then the mags are comparable, because when I purchase a new pistol, this is how I look at it: is 6 mags, a holster, and a light. So, whatever 6 mags and a holster and a light with it, you know. You don't have to run a light bearing holster, I guess, but
unless Dwayne has like shack hands, he could probably get away with the PO9, the compact, over the PO7, and then still run whatever size mag he wants, because the flush mag on the PO7 is 19. So it's got like that extra long grip, like that 6th finger grip. So unless he's just got huge hands, he could run the compact and then buy whatever additional mags. And those PO7 mags, the newer, the CZ P10C line of guns are double cut. They're like backwards compatible with the older PO7 and PO9 mags. So like he's got that there's more than one make and model of CZ that'll take those mags. But the only other stuff on the market that's mag compatible would be like the new, what's the company out of Dallas, Texas? I can't think now that I want to say it.
Out of Dallas, Texas, making mags?
Yeah. No, there's a company out of Dallas that just started this year. Rost Martin, ROST MARTIN. I
guess I didn't know.
They make a striker fired pistol that's like an RX clone, the Slovenian striker fired pistol. But evidently, the owners of the company are the daughter and son-in-law of the dude that owns Springfield Armory.
Oh, yuck. Interesting.
So basically, they're doing the same thing.
Yeah, they're just importing a cheaper gun and then.
Well, they're making them stateside, but there was some like intellectual property exchange. Like they admitted on their homepage that they conferred with with AirX. I think what it is it benefited both companies because if they're made domestically, they don't have to worry about any importation laws or any of that stuff that might change, become more restrictive.
Hell yeah. So CZ, I'm gonna stick with the 9mm.
Yeah,
that's for me.
Sorry,
TJH 1994. I don't think I've seen your name here before, sir, but I give you props to the Duramax. Duramaxes are sexy as fuck. I am a Silverado man myself. I actually just dropped dual exhaust on my truck because my catalytic converter took a shit. So that was 2,000 muffins out of my 308 build, which sucks. But the dual sound great, so that's a plus. Stay on the radar. Don't look like attack. Yeah. That's why I was looking at those LA police gear. They look like regular fucking blue jeans, man. They look dope. Now yours. Did you send me a picture on those?
I did not.
Okay.
Like I ran home on lunch yesterday. Ripped it all open.
Sorry.
Yes, I'm keeping the jeans. They were 36, 32s, and they're a little long, but they're stretchy pants, so I think they'll probably draw up just a little.
Okay. So at least you got a pair you can wear out of the whole order anyway.
Yeah, for now anyways. And then of the 3 different pairs of pants that I opened up, 2 of them had 20% off coupon codes in there. So
oh, nice. There you go.
Less the $12 shipping that they take out of your refund for the return shipping. I got a 20% off coupon, and now I know. So I'll turn around and just make another order for a couple pairs of the shorts in a 38-inch waist and wear them this summer. And then probably, if I do as well as I can by end of summer, I'll probably have to reorder jeans.
Yeah.
In a 34 since their waist size in the jeans is so gratuitous.
Hey man, good for you.
That Nyko ripstop on the shorts is nice. Ohio, did you get everything packed up today?
I did not.
Damn it, Ohio. Did you get a good chunk done?
No, my aunts came and did a bookshelf and then some of the stuff in Mom's room, and then they're going to come back on Thursday to do the majority of the stuff then.
Gotcha.
But thankfully my brother got here today with my niece and my sister-in-law, and they finally took out his bullshit.
Well, that's nice. 100% carry what you train with. Yeah, he was just talking. He wanted a new blaster, and that's cool. I understand the people that want everything or try something new all the time. Cool. I'm prepping. You know what I mean?
I don't know what he means by CZ's new owners. CZ bought Colt, not the other way around.
What are you talking about?
Dwayne replied back and said that he's got that he does have large hands.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't like CZ's new owners not standing behind the product.
Okay.
That's not been my experience. The 1 or 2 that we've had out of the box that had an issue, they've just taken it right back.
We've had a lot of tourists run through my family, and the issues we have had, they were fixed. Now, I won't say I haven't had any issues with them, but damn, man, for the fucking price, Taurus is pretty good shit.
Yeah, so not here to suck Taurus off, but here's the reality. If you want a Glocker better pistol, then you've got to spend that money. You can't expect over the beach military performance out of a half or third price pew.
Yeah.
For the money, 9 out of 10 Taurus pistols new are fine out of the box for somebody who's not going to have the same round count schedule as someone who's proficient. So if you're buying it for mama who's going to shoot once or twice to become competent, but then not actually ever practice, she's not going to hold herself to any credible bar, and it's going to realistically be a sub 2,000 round count for the rest of its life, it's going to do what you need it to, which is fire that half a mag to neutralize that home material.
Dude dropping 10,000 rounds down a month probably last your whole life. I mean, I know a lot of people that are like that. I know a lot of people that don't even put 50 rounds down their gun, but they carry it every day. I mean, cool.
And that's why realistically you're better off, like you always talk about, buying a police trade-in Glock and just replacing the recoil spring, clean the mags, buy new mags, and then just run it.
Yeah, I'm running a fuckload of police trade-ins, dude. I'm cheap.
I think it's like incredibly wasteful that our departments around here will replace their sidearms like every 3 to 5 years. It's like, except for one or two of those guys that are like actually gun guys when they're not in uniform,
they're
not practicing. Like they're shooting their 50 or 100 rounds to qual annually, and then like it doesn't come out of the holster.
Yeah, or it does come out of the holster, and that's about it. Kind of like that guy who took it out and used it for a flashlight. Weapon-mounted flashlights are only to confirm your target. They are not to be ran as a flashlight. That is why I carry a weapon-mounted light and a flashlight.
Everybody should be carrying a handheld light.
Yeah, 100%. I agree.
It's dark half the day, and you're not assaulting somebody with it.
Oh yeah, 100%. I have zero issues with the Berkey. That is a prep I'm looking at moving some stuff around to get. I have been looking at the LifeStraw. They have like a big one now. The LifeStraw has been putting out some shit this year. I don't know if y'all noticed. I wonder if I can look that up. Let me see if that has price. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
They've got a big one. LifeStraw's got a big one with the inline now, with the bag and stuff. That's what Walmart's carrying now. They switched out. We were talking about your preference of the Sawyers before. Yeah, and I told you I had seen some marked down.
A big one like this. The one I was looking at is like 80 muffins. But then I seen this picture. I've seen it pop up in my Facebook feed a couple times. It's only like 51 muffins. I can't show this picture because it's got fucking a price on it. Shop. But I was looking at their dispenser filters. No, I wasn't either. What was I looking at? Pitcher filter, high volume filters. Yeah. They got like a bag one, and they have like a tote with like a filter that you can do in line. Yeah, it's like it's like, okay, let me see if I can get this at that price. Damn. I can't get one without price.
Dog, I'm not going to say anything to change your mind, I know, but I promise the stuff that Taurus has put out the last couple of years has been a cut above their previous reputation.
Now, I will say the revolvers rock. It's pretty hard to screw up a revolver, in my opinion. Anyway, I can't find this without a price. But yeah, they have like a bag, and they have like a nice filter on it that's gravity fed with an on-off. I've kind of been thinking about getting one of those for like the group, because like I prep for my family, but I'm like, if we only have 4 people show up with all their preps out of X amount, say it's 20 fucking families that we had getting lined up, we're going to be missing a lot of preps, dude. So that's kind of, I don't know. That's kind of trying to shift stuff.
So I can actually attest that Taurus semi-autos are actually really good. I carried a Taurus G2C for almost 6 years. And the only reason I stopped carrying it is because I'm not carrying a Taurus G3C.
Oh, yeah. I had 3 of them. I gave one to my sister for her first fucking handgun when she bought a house. I hooked my grandpa up with one because he wanted a smaller gun. And in my youth, he helped me out financially. And I said, you can have this, Grandpa. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, dude, remember helping me through college and shit? Or if my truck broke or something, you can just fucking have it. Like, thank you for helping me when I was younger. He carries that thing all the time. They're good guns. I have gotten rid of several.
Dwayne, I think that's got less to do with them buying Colt and more of a truncating their product lineup for redundant models and stuff that has slacked off, and then making room for the new Dan Wesson DWX and DWX Compact. Like that's them moving into the future, offering more optic cut competition guns and making room for future optic cut carry guns.
Yeah, I gotta tell you guys, the Dot's the way of the future. After shooting mine, like I carried my Glock 23 with a conversion 9 barrel on it for years, other than when I had to carry it for work. The contract was for 40, and my name was on that pistol for 40, so I had to carry 40 at certain contracts. But that's another day. Now I have a way nicer gig with better shit, better pay, better insurance, and I don't have to worry about getting shot. So amen to that. The economy and everything, every business model is tightening up whatever they make, right? Whether it's gun manufacturers, whether it's fucking car manufacturers. There's just no money flowing because it's so stagnant, and they have to cut stuff like that out to stay financially viable. Like, I deal with controls and gas components because I do HVAC stuff. We can't fucking get anything. Like, it just doesn't, it's not being made. It doesn't exist. We've had to dumb down our controls so much because we can't get anything to actually make shit and get it out the door to get paid. Like,
Well,
same with
CZ
gun
is a brand.
manufacturers. Well, why would they want 50 fucking pistols when only 4 of them sell?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. CZ as a brand is incredibly successful at the price point that they introduce stuff at. I mean, they kind of revolutionized this whole bringing back the steel guns for competition. Like, everyone's been chasing them. That's why Sig and Walther had to make metal frame striker fired guns.
Yeah, I think they're pretty good, man. I shot a couple CZs. They're decent, but I'm you can call me a Glock pony boy or whatever. I mean, you've seen the video. I got a dealer freaking Glock banner from a buddy who, when he was done selling his gun shop, I was like, dude, I have to have that. He's like, dude, you can have it. You spent so much money here. And I was like, fuck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That means I probably have a problem. But, you know, it's sick, man. When you have just, even if you have 50 mags in one thing, if you have 50 freaking Glock 19 mags, you're probably going to carry a Glock 19. And then you might realize, wow, why didn't I just buy 17 mags? That makes way more sense. You know what I mean? But
well, that's the majority of my mags are G17 mags.
Yeah.
You know, I've got
I'm making that change slowly. But back then it was, before getting a holster that I was very confident in and learning how to carry, I could see it poke out, you know what I mean, with the cheaper holster. And now I realize the issue was the holster, which I got to give a shout out. I think it was Dwayne. Dude, this rounded holster that I got running my dagger right now, homie. Oh my God, that thing is so comfortable. It is so comfortable. I still love my QVO holster, but I haven't touched it in 2 weeks. I've been carrying that dagger for 2 weeks straight, and I love it. I got it sighted in at 25 yards. I'm confident I could drop some motherfucker parachuting in. I'm confident with it. I'm like, dude, a dot. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised, Ohio, when you picked up that other piece you didn't get. I seen some of them G23Cs with an optic on it already, and I thought that was
really
my
local didn't have one of them. Was the problem?
Oh shit! Yeah, I think that they come with what is that? True Glow red dot on them.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I wanted to pick one up just cause, like, if I didn't get the dagger, I was going to look for one of those to pick up to try a dot.
Yeah, because even the G3C that I got, it was one of the SKUs that was only a 2-mag one, not a 3-mag one.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Which bothered me because I was like, I was picking 3rd mag.
Yeah. I mean, the nice thing is I tell you what, I bet there's, out of 10 guys, I bet there's at least 2 guys carrying that G2C just because, and G3C, just because the price point's right there, man. I traded one for some excavator work. The 3rd one I had, the guy wanted some cash or whatever. He was hard up at the moment. I was like, trying to do some stuff here, and I didn't want to swap cash for it yet. And I was like, my buddy said he was looking for a gun, and I was like, well, I got a pistol I ain't even fucking shot yet. It's still new in the box. I was like, all it is, I've ran a holster. It's actually the holster I gave you, Ohio. I was like, all I've done is walk around with it with a holster in it and did some draws with it and make sure it was going to work out. And he's like, deal. So it saved me like fucking $900, and I definitely didn't spend that on the pistol. But I sure as fuck didn't tell him that. But I got some excavator work done, and I was like, thanks.
Sometimes that bartering stuff is worth it.
Yeah, dude, I barter shit all the time. I love flipping. I love buying and flipping shit, doing some woodwork. The problem is time right now.
In that instance, I would still get some sort of hand receipt, just in case he went on and did the same thing, and it eventually ended up somewhere unsavory. You've got an explanation for where it went.
Yeah.
Not that you're legally obligated to, but it's cheaper than getting a lawyer.
Nah, I trust this guy. He's good. He's in a circle. Want somebody I know swims in that keeps an eye on him. Nice part about being in and out of security and in and out with military guys and in and out with cop buddies is I can just be like, yo, bro, run this dude's name. And then they're clean, and I'm like, thank fucking God, thank you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not saying he's not, but I'm saying if he, 10 years from now falls on hard times, or he does the same thing you did, and trades it for some plumbing work or
the
something.
next case scenario is now they're getting rid of all that. I used to flip guns when I was getting dinked around and make guns and stuff when I was getting dinked around by work comp to make bills, man. Like, so whatever. But other owners that are over the years. Yeah. No, man, I mean, I understand. Times change, and sometimes it's not always for the best, dude. That's the shitty part. It's great when times change and they're for the best because we can all only hope, right?
Mm-hmm.
But, oh, thank God I did this chat. I came in all pissed off, and I feel good. You guys rock. Y'all making my muffin top happy.
We kept going for a while after you left last night, and
did y'all really?
So I got an extra half day's worth of steps in. So we woke up this morning planning to go for a walk, headed out, and then storms were coming. So it started raining on us, probably half a mile in. So we had to camel trot back in the rain. And while I was waiting for my turn in the shower, I just did full burnout curls and some Arnold's and stuff. So I've got my arms in today too.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm sore from yesterday. I'm going to hit it again. So
it was self-care day.
Yeah, I hear you. I dropped in my stuff, guys. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it was pouring here this morning, and then it stopped, and then my family came. And then when they were here, it started pouring again. Not quite as bad, and then it started getting worse. And then about 15 minutes later, it was all sunny out. And then periodically you could hear like thunder clapping everywhere while the sun's out on the other side of the house. It's really weird.
Sounds like spring.
Those are the best showers.
Yeah. But I dropped in my my PO box, guys. Oh man, I did not get my Rumble shit set up. I need to get with Honda on that, on how to do that simul stream thing. But I dropped my Amazon affiliate store. I dropped some more stuff in there. I might drop in some of this insect stuff there because I'm kind of really getting into this. It's really cool, and it actually don't cost a whole lot, guys. To get in on some of this stuff, like I think we only paid like 6 muffins for all of our ladybugs, and then it was like $9 for the praying mantises. I don't know. It's kind of cool, and then it gives you some. I don't know. I like to learn new shit. I think if the day you quit learning is the day you start becoming retarded. So I like to learn new shit all the time. That's probably why I like to listen to audiobooks more than the radio, because I feel like retards just do that. Like every time I listen, even if it's the same book, like I listen to like the Harry Potter series because I fucking love Harry Potter. I listen to that like 8 times a year, and I still catch something new out of the books every time. Or like 1 second after, I probably listen to that 10 times a year. I love that book. I don't so much like the second and third book, and I think the 4th book's coming out, but they're okay.
Have you read all of Jack Carr's novels? Terminal List series?
I have the first book on Audible. I never did get any more of them. It's pretty good, but I heard the other books are a little different.
They've all been phenomenal, I think.
Really? Yeah, that's a good book.
They're supposed to be making a prequel series pretty soon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shit. I dig that.
Also, I think it's like June 13th is when the next season of The Boys comes out.
Quit being a fucking fag couple that shoots. That's why you kicked out. Because you're starting shit with people that don't need fucking started with.
Okay. Yeah, let's not dox people that don't want to be internet famous.
Yeah, I'll fucking say it. I'm not going to pussyfoot around it like some of the creators. Don't be a piece of shit. And you're not going to talk to people like that on my server. Anyway.
I'm backing up, but Fiend Dog said that he's got a TX22 and was pleasantly surprised with it. That's
Yeah, I've
all
heard
the
these
experience
things.
we've had. We've sold dozens and dozens and dozens of them, and they're phenomenal. Least picky semi-auto 22 pistol that I have ever encountered. And that's all variants. That's the standard original, like not optic cut one, the competition model, and even I think the best one out of the bunch right now is the compact, because it comes slide cut for the RMSC footprint optics. Those have been great. 13+1.
Yeah.
Well, then you can also add the regular 16 round mags in there too, and then you can put a
Definitely
plus
can.
5 or plus 9 on those.
And you know why my hypothesis to why they run better than most of the other semi-auto 22s is they're striker fired instead of having either an external or internal hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I don't know why Taurus was able to do it and Glock didn't, because I think the G44 diminishes the Glock brand name. I wish that Glock had not ever stepped down into making a 22.
The biggest issue that the Glock 44 had that I can remember to begin with was that slide, and it was because of the way that it had that peephole sight in it. It kept catching ejected brass in it and causing failures that way.
I have no idea what to tell y'all. I carry my Glock 44 literally fucking all day on the weekends because when I'm working outside, that's my fucking. It's light. I had.
I'm not saying if you don't find. I mean, if you find a load that runs in it, that's fine. I just.
Well, no. I'm just saying the original slide that came with it had that issue. When people actually changed the slides and stuff, it was fine. It ran flawless for them.
Really? I haven't had any problems with it. It's a tack horse. I love that thing. And it's light. I love that. I love that a lot.
Glock is known to make iterative changes without making any big hullabaloo about it. Same with their magazines. The 42 mags, they went through 3 revisions of those.
Dude, you know what? Speaking of, I just seen that freaking. Hang on. I'm looking to see if Sawyer has anything like that. I've also been looking at getting a solar oven. You guys seen those? Or maybe making one?
Mm-hmm. After we talked about last time on chat, I like doom scrolled Amazon for like 3 hours looking at different packable solar panels and stuff, just kind of getting a feel for reviews and sizes and stuff.
Yeah, man, getting it. Honestly, well, for the name Anchor and their battery, their backup battery banks are awesome.
That's spelled ANKOR.
Yeah, hang on, I got one right here. ANKER, yeah. I got a couple of them linked.
ANKER.
Yeah, they're light and they look like a little 3-ring binder, and it's got a spot on all of them, so you can zip and put in a battery pack right there and some cords and shit. They're awesome. They really are. I'm sure there might be some cheaper Chinesian brands that are knockoffs, but Anchor makes cords, like phone cords and stuff. You see, you're like, oh man, I love that phone cord. If you look at it, it's probably a fucking Anchor phone cord. Like, they make really good cords and shit. So,
when it comes to stuff like that, I think it's the Sherman Tank mantra. It's the quantity over quality. Like, I would rather have a couple all right ones than one really good one.
Yeah, I'd rather have like 2 8 out of 10s than like 1 11 out of 10. If I use a dot with direct mounting, no plates, I've seen way too many failures. Screws big. Okay. I have experience with this because I tried it before I got the dagger. And I love Strike Industries. I tried one of their dovetail plates, and I'll let you know right now it didn't work. I sent it back. Just get your slide milled or buy one. If you're not sure if you're gonna like it yet, seriously, the best. It's a dagger, dude. Just get a dagger slide. You probably have a Gen 3 slide laying around, or worst case, you can buy one cheap for some dude who tried to stipple it or something. Just for a red dot, if you want to try one, get either a dagger. What is that? That Garrison? They make those Turkish copies of shit.
Yeah,
I've
they're
shot
like
one of
a
those.
XD clone.
Yeah, they have like an XD clone. They have like a Beretta 92 clone with dots on them already. They come with like one mag. They're cheap. I shot one.
Here's your
The dot
here's your
held
cheapest
good.
option for 130 beans on eBay or their website. Remsport, REMSPORT, sells a Gen 3 compatible slide that's optic ready. 130 beans.
There you go. Shout that out.
Front and rear slide serrations, Gen 5 tapered snout, but it's a Gen 3 compatible slide.
I got you. That ain't that big of a deal. But yeah, or
That'll be my next.
3C with the dot. Like, just get a gun ready to rock. Don't buy a fucking Sky. I've seen Skies with dots. I'm like,
Yeah.
good for them. Jesus Christ, I can't believe they're doing it before everybody else. That's retarded. But
Did you guys see that video of Sky's guns going off intermediately, just randomly?
no, but
Yeah, the guy was getting hang fires and he'd like smack the base of the mag and then it would go off.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, 8.5, 9 years ago, it wasn't long after I started at the store, I bought a used Sky CPX2.
Yeah, try it
And
out.
like, it ran like a scalded dog. Will say for being a G26 size gun, it's chunky in the grip and it's lighter than the Glock, so it has more felt recoil. But it ran it all. Steel case plus P's, brass range ammo. But I pretty quickly decided, like, nah, you know, logistically, it makes more sense to just have a G26 and it eat from the same mags I already have. So I wash my hands of it.
Yep. That's one thing that is keeping me away from. I want the micro dagger bad. Mostly because it's already got all the finger grooves and shit cut to it, opposed to just the stock Glock. And if I'm going to get it, I kind of want a saber, but I'm at the same time like, would they just make a G26 so I don't have to change mags and holsters?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Travis P11 or one of his crew had a Sky that actually had a trigger break on them.
Yeah. I need to get in touch with them because I'm like within driving distance of those guys. I need to go out to their Little Thunder on the Prairie deal one of these days. You put
also hang out with DJ
eggshells in your
Playnice?
eggplants? What? Like, you mean you like till them in the soil, or like your eggplants already grown and then you just shove them in there like shank them? Eduardo, freaking me out, homie. Anyway, oh man, I don't even want to think about that anymore. I got in on a gardening tangent and stuff that when we get in here, and then being restricted of knowledge and shit like that, and being pushed one way or the other, and coffee, jab, talk. Oh, okay, in the soil. Cool. Yeah, dude. Yeah, calcium's super good for your garden. Try Tums.
In all of your dollar store medical prep runs, have you considered any like caffeine tabs or anything like that?
They're not really available. Like, all I can really get at mine sucks. It doesn't stock a lot of stuff that I see on other things.
Or even at Walmart. I mean, somewhere bigger like that.
I have thought about it, but I do stock instant coffee, like small ones. So I kind of figured that would do it. Not to mention it's a really good barter item.
It's a good barter item, and after like all the grocery stores have been raided and everyone's gone, you know, a week without soda and stuff, let alone bougie like Starbucks coffee.
Yeah, dude, coffee and tea.
Everybody's gonna be like
I might kill myself if I don't have tea. Like, I drink a lot of fucking tea. I'm drinking tea right now. Like, I drink a ton of tea. I have that shit stocked to the moon, but when that runs out, I might cry. Yeah. You know, like those Lipton deals that have like, I don't know, 48 or 68 bags or whatever in it from Sam's that come in like a 2-pack of them like that.
You just dunk them in your mouth.
Yeah, I know shit. I got like 20 of those stacked. Like, I love tea, and I want tea when shit hits the fan. Now, I drink about a gallon or 2 a week by myself, and if on the weekend when it starts getting hot, I'll drink another gallon on like Saturday or Sunday if I'm not working. I love tea.
Old man
Unsweetened.
Bone
I fucking
Wrinkles.
hate sweet tea. Just gotta be straight tea. I know that's controversial to some. Thoughts on?
I cannot stand on sweetened tea.
Go away, Ohio. We can't be friends anymore.
No, you gotta have the good cane
Take
sugar.
it both
man.
ways.
I love the dark. I love black tea. The darkest tea you can have that has, just the tea leaf, just like eating the leaf flavor. That's my favorite tea, Ohio.
When I was a kid,
Old man
my
Bone
mom used to
Wrinkles
make what she
was-
called sun tea,
Mm-hmm.
which was
I don't know
about
what that is.
8 or 9 bags of 8 or 9 tea bags that she put in there, and then it was like sugar, water, etc. And then it would sit out for about 6-8 hours and sit on our porch in the hot sun, and just cook it. So
I don't know what this 8.6 is, man. I know what
8.6.
338 is.
So 8.6 Black is a cartridge developed by Q. That makes the Honey Badger and Sugar Weasel and all that.
Oh.
It's their new answer to like 338 Federal for subsonic. Like it's optimized for subsonic loads. It's got a 1 in 3 twist. Shoots a huge. I think it's somewhere in the, depending on who's loading it, what bullet destruction, somewhere in the 250 to like over 300 grain.
What's the price?
Because
on
you've
that?
got so much.
What's the
It's
muffins on the round?
depends who's making it, but it's still in that bougie infancy phase. It's probably a 2 muffin a shot.
Jesus. No.
But I mean, everything
If you
that's
already
loaded
got the
for it is
338
killing
though,
stuff.
like, maybe wait for it to get kind of out of the experimental stage. What do you think?
I mean, it's established that Q's selling rifles. They're doing a fix in it. They're supposed to have the boombox coming, like their AR-10 chamber for it. I don't know if you watch Ivan Kit Badger, but he had videos on it
No, I haven't.
back when it was still like Skunk Works. They were calling it 8.6 Creedmoor because they use a 6.5 Creedmoor as the parent case.
Interesting. I mean, fuck, 338's expensive enough for me. I mean, that's way past me. I mean, honestly, quite frankly, I'm happy at this 308, and that's good.
I mean, they're two totally different cartridges. Only thing they share is bore diameter. 338 Lapua is for way out there reaching something, and the 8.6 is like really meant to be a dedicated suppress gun. It's that like take medium-sized game out to 150, 200 yards max, but like really thump them with that heavy.
Is it straight wall?
No, it tapers.
150, 200 yards tops. It's not straight wall or black powder. Dude, my black powder shoots 200 yards. I took my buck this last December at fucking this 3x5 that I got in my garden at 186 with a black powder. I'd say shit can that 8.6 if that's all the further it can shoot.
I mean, they're ringing steel further than that. I don't know enough to talk on it as an authority. I don't know what the numbers are.
I got you.
What kind of foot pounds it generates.
I mean,
Beyond that,
at the end of the day, if you're sitting behind a 338, you probably ain't too worried about anybody else coming up on you, so you'll be all right. Stick with that. Go eggplant. Yeah, I think Honda's doing a chat tonight. Sweet tea. It's okay to be wrong, Coldfoot. Yeah, dude, I love black tea. It's freaking delicious, but I can hardly ever find it. Pretty much what I do is sometimes I'll just double bag it. I'll do 2 of those gallon bags for a gallon of tea. So it's really strong. I love that shit.
I think Tim Pool has expanded off into teas now. He's more than just coffee.
Really? I never had Black Rifle coffee, or I didn't even know they made tea. I know they did something in the gun community that they don't like. I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to spend my money on that kind of stuff. You want to send me some?
They've donated money. They've donated money to Democrats.
Oh.
And then they were quick to come out when
Rittenhouse.
Yeah, thank you. When Rittenhouse was released from jail or whatever and was spotted wearing one of their shirts, they were quick to denounce him. which I can understand in the heat of the moment wanting to deflect that there was no brand affiliation with him. He just happened to be a consumer of their product. But I don't understand the giving money to Democrats.
Well, it's a couple things, actually. Evan Hafer, who is the CEO of Black Rifle, said it was based on the fact that he lost a bet. Yet you can go back like 5, 6, 7 years, something like that, and he's done it a bunch of times, is what it is. He's a scumbag.
Mm-hmm.
He also wants to shit talk people who are non-military vets, and yet, meanwhile, probably has about 50 kills under his belt for being a mercenary for hire.
Interesting.
Yeah, I knew he was.
That's a legit.
I knew he was one of those guys that was against, civilian LARPers, which it's all LARP until it's real.
Yeah, Matt Best is like that too, though he's a douchebag.
So I'm not seeing a large Sawyer water filter system, kind of like this this deal by Livestraw, and I kind of think that's a game they're missing out on right now. It's depressing. But do you buy the? Okay, here's the next deal. Do you buy the big ass Livestraw deal, or would you just buy just say pony it up and buy a Berkey at that point?
For in place, probably the Berkey and a bunch of the extra filters because they're like time tested and proven,
right?
And endorsed.
I'm looking at this, the one that comes from my Patriot Supply that runs the Berkey looking filters.
I know for me, realistically, just having, a dozen or more of the individual Livestraws probably would go further.
Yes and no. I'm kind of looking at that picture thing too.
We've got different setups and different timetables though. You've got a house in a nearby fallback location. Like if it's bad enough that it's not something that you can weather out in 2 or 3 weeks, it's going to be a load up our cars and go to undisclosed fallback location. And even then that place is underprepared because I don't have my greater family as a whole on board.
Shit. Man, you need to get some networking going. And maybe
before my grandfather passed away, he was on the same page and it was his property.
Oh shit.
And since then my parents have just kind of fallen back as the groundskeepers, kind of keeping it all just maintained while we go through probate. That property probably will not be in the family by the end of the year, unfortunately.
Damn, man. Sorry to hear that.
It's tough. It's like losing him again because that was kind of his retirement plan. He'd always wanted to buy some land, build a cabin.
Yeah.
And he did it. And we did everything from clear the land to everything but the foundation, like the concrete work, like all the logs are real logs. We did all the wiring. I think everything but putting the metal roof on and the brickwork because it's got like a 4 foot brick under the earth and then 4 foot up, like as a bug barrier. And he's got a wraparound porch, so there was storage for like firewood and canoes and stuff underneath the porch.
Damn. Well, you done it before. At least you know you could do it again, dude.
With the materials, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's.
I mean, at that
you're
point,
talking.
I mean, maybe like a cheap camper or something that you could just park at somebody's place so that you can have it kind of stocked so you can go further. I mean, you can get some cheap camper. I mean, I see some dump campers, like people think they know what they're doing, remodel them or whatever, or like they get like a leak, and it's something that you could fix, but they just don't want to fuck with it anymore, Or like camper technologies, like bow technology and black powder technology. I mean, it moves so fast that they're worthless.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, maybe that,
There's all sorts of possibilities.
Yeah. Anyway, well, maybe the Sawyer, or not the Sawyer, the Livestraw pitcher, just so that way you're not drinking some crap out of the whatever pipes you're building in, whatever your city's putting in the water, just something to pull some stuff out like that. It looks like it's a little bit beefier Livestraw. You just screw in. It's only 50
Yeah,
months.
we've got a water filter pitcher in the fridge.
Yeah. That's good. That's a good thing to have. Maybe this could replace that when that one breaks.
That's something the missus handles. She keeps that thing going.
Yeah.
I'll admit I'm guilty of drinking virtually only water and virtually always from disposable bottles.
Yeah. Who knows? I don't know. This is a long chat for me, guys. I just kind of was bouncing around and just was thinking. Got the old squirrel cage going up there today.
That's how I live.
Yep. Try to turn it off on the weekends because I think too much at work, but shit just happens. About 6 mags, so 400 cleaver, 400 rounds. Yep, well, buy another one of them then, Dwayne. Don't buy the CZ or whatever. You crazy kid.
You should have bought the optic cut version of that.
Yeah, there you go. Get a dot for that.
There's like I forget which model. I'm not intimately familiar with them, but in that axe line, there's like the basic axe, the cleaver, and then like the bone tomahawk or something. One of those they've got an optic cut version of now.
Hmm. Well, shit. Did we dink around here for 15 more minutes before Honda's chat? Says Duke.
I would if he's not putting out any notifications.
Yeah, I haven't either. Let me message him and say, hey, you being a big gay fag tonight? Or
If he just got back into town, he may have crashed on the couch or something.
Yeah, well, I'll send him a wiener pic.
Duked out.
Yeah, man. I miss Duke. Hopefully he gets back going. I do want to give everybody in the panel a shout out. Ohio Patriot has a channel. Go ahead and give him some like and love and shares. Definitely give our boy Duke Liberty some like, love, and shares because we got to try and bring old Dukey back. I think his schedule's just messing with him right now. Give Never Enough Ammo some likes, subs, and shares. Give Honda 420 some likes, subs, and shares. We will be migrating to his chat here hopefully shortly. Let's message him, Fiend Dog. We'll see what he says. Sometimes he's a little bit later. He's been running about till 9:15, 9:20, it seems, lately. And it's just what's working out for him. And that's, I mean, at the end of the day, guys, it's time. Like, I could have dinked around and played a video game right now, or I could have went on a walk or something. But I hopped on here to hang out with y'all. Thank God I did, because y'all got me down.
Ohio, do you have any VP nomination guesses for Trump?
So I've heard he's talking about JD Vance being on a short list now, and I'm like, why would you take that man out of the U.S. Senate and fuck over the state of Ohio yet again, having to deal with another fucking rhino possibly getting in there? So I really hope he doesn't do that, honestly. I would say at this point, he just needs to pick Vivek and say, hey, fuck it. I'm doing the Vivek, dude, and that's what's going to happen. We're going to groom this motherfucker for 2028 with JD or something like that as the other part of the ticket.
Shit.
See, I wouldn't mind seeing Tulsi.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
So I feel like she's somewhat redeemed for her anti-2A stuff, which I don't wholly blame her for initially. I mean, she came from Hawaii.
I would say she redeems herself the day that she actually starts fighting against the Hawaii gun control she helped create.
Is it sad that I don't give a shit who his VP is, just as long as he's not fucking Biden in office?
Well, VP is such a toothless role.
It is
unless something happens to the president. Yeah, I wasn't going to say the A word, but yeah, that's what I was getting at. It's just a figurehead position. It doesn't even mean anything. So,
well, I mean, sometimes it does. There's been a couple of VPs throughout U.S. history that become president.
Yeah, I kind of want Vivek to run as president next time. I kind of like what that guy's got to say, and I think he's got a big nutsack, dude.
My biggest
I like everything he was saying.
is big pharma beginnings and stuff like that, and he just, I don't know. I feel like the fact that he was here in Ohio, he could have easily primaried the current idiot governor out, and wasn't even in the race at all. Is what really bugs the fuck out of me, because he could have spent here for 2 years and taken that to a presidential run at some point, or even waited like the whole Trump term or whatever the case be here, and taken that to about a halfway, taking a full governor's run to 2026, and then spent the next 2 years running up to 2028. Then
I just messaged him private. Dude, just get the dagger slide, man. It's worth it. What up, Daniel? Yeah, I think probably Tulsi, just because I do want to see Vivek run.
I think he goes with Tulsi because he needs a woman to try and redeem some of the grab him by the pussy stuff from the first go around.
I mean, there's a lot.
And
of
she could potentially bring some.
Now.
She could bring over some moderate Democrats, if there are any of those left. I mean, I feel like there's got to be some of those left.
I don't know if they're moderate anymore.
She would put salve on some of the concern that some people have with him.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. At the end of the day, I mean, some of us in this room might have, done the same thing in Vivek or Trump's boat. Like, the cards they were dealt is cards we were not dealt, and who knows how we would have reacted. I mean, with that kind of money and opportunity, and sure, he could have stayed in Ohio. Look where he's at now. I think he played his cards to where he wants to be, and that's it. Look at me. I'm probably never going to leave Nebraska. I could move to Alaska right now. I have land I could totally go buy for dirt cheap from family. I could fucking move to Kansas right now. I'm perfectly fine right here. I could move to Indiana right now. I'm perfectly fine right here. I could move to fucking Arkansas. My great uncle just died and he owned a fucking golf course. I could move and live in any one of those houses I wanted to right now. I'm good.
I don't recommend it.
I'm just saying, like, if some people, sure, like Ohio, you might want to stay in Ohio forever. You might not become Indiana Patriot or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it's not.
You don't know that the network is not going to expand to other states. We've already become the Texas Patriot Education Network. We're looking for chapter heads right now to fix on that one.
I'm just saying.
If I elected to move, I would probably end up in Texas before anywhere else. And that's not having any connections in any other states.
Right.
That's just solely on like knowing if the country dissolved geographically, that's the place that has a chance of standing alone. Like the appeal to Alaska would be cool, except for that if the country fell, like you would swiftly get ate up by Canada or Russia.
Yeah, I think my dream would be Wyoming because I love going to Yellowstone and I got family out there and I love hanging out in Du Bois. It's a sweet freaking tourist town. They do mountain man days there. It's cool. It's all log cabiny and shit. But man, moving 26 to 30 fucking foot of snow off your roof so don't cave in every year sounds like a shit deal. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. It's beautiful out there, though. I can't. I flat told my wife I can't leave until all of my private hunting ground is gone. I mean, we got a lot, so
that's what kind of makes parting with this plot that my grandfather had hurt a little less. Is that he had spent all the time that he could trying to buy up all the acreage around him that was for sale.
Yeah.
When he bought it, he bought 2 5-acre plots. And then there was another at least 5, if not 10 or 15 across the private drive that he had made offers on. And him and the old man couldn't ever reach a agreement. But unfortunately, back behind them, there's been some construction and expansion. So like he's getting encroached on little by little. Like before long, it's going to look like that scene from Up where the guy's house is all built up around.
Uh-huh.
So, and that's what he was trying to defeat, was he wanted to accumulate as much forest as possible. And other than maintaining like fire breaks and undergrowth, wanted to basically just leave it pristine woods, more of a nature preserve than anything.
Yeah, man, I dig that. I mean,
Not that discussing it many times over the years, not that we wouldn't harvest deer off of it for sustenance if the time came, but
yeah, but
other than that,
I've been
they're
I've been
pets.
hunting the same herd my entire life, and we got it up to 600 deer at one point before we started losing some ground. Um, Now it's right around 400, and my family shoots anywhere from 7 to 20 deer off at a year with all of our tags. I mean, but we also feed it and we prune it and we take call bucks, so we get good genetics, and we take predators and we put in natural food plots, and we dig fucking drainage spots for a little pond when it's um, you know, drought conditions. Like, we take care of them just like cattle.
Yeah.
Um, so leaving that, basically my entire lifetime of growing this deer herd is going to be rough. What up, Corey?
Oh, Fiend Dog is stuck in New Jersey.
Let's see this shit. I'm at Tulsi. She didn't come across very liberal. Okay. Because of family plus make. Jesus. I understand. Union's not everything. And I know when you leave a union, you lose that union pay.
Yeah.
I'll let you know you can go anywhere as an electrician, bro. I'll let you know you can go anywhere in any of the trades right now. South Park did it best, where basically all of the tradesmen are going to have pimped out fucking work trucks and pimped out fucking vans here soon because nobody knows how to do shit.
Everybody I've met that's under the age of probably 55 that works in a skilled labor union says the unions don't do jack shit for them.
Because they don't do jack shit anymore. My mom can tell you that firsthand. She was actually a union boss back in the early 70s, I believe it was, for a local ice cream place. They made ice cream and other stuff like that. And it was like a giant manufacturing food plant. And they said she was actually the best union head that they ever had.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll let
that
you
had to be
know.
a good feeling for sure for your mom.
Yeah.
But that's just sad that, that was their saying to her, because everyone else is so fucking shitty and
Well, the
shows us
problem was
not many care anymore. Even back
the
then,
problem was
it's
back
only
then
getting
you
worse.
have the younger guy, like, because there's like two stages of people there. There was the older guys that wanted to work and stuff like that, and there was the younger guys that wanted to come in and be like, "Oh, I want like a weekend off. Oh, let's go on strike for 2 or 3 days." And
Yeah.
she basically was like, "No, that's not happening. We're going to deal with this. I'm going to get you guys good results here." And she did her job, and they commend her for it.
I saw a headline the other day. There's some food workers union that's like striking on the union. Evidently, the union's so shitty they're getting it from both the company and the union member.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think the
On
unions.
another note, Fiend Dog, I'll let you know that your state costs have cost as well, and your cost of living in different states are different. And I know, like in the winter, South Dakota, because my buddy R, he works for a big electrical place. He's been an electrician forever, and they get scalped every year for winter work in South Dakota, starting at $130 an hour. Now, granted, you have to work fucking in the winter in South and North Dakota, but man,
It's worth it.
$130 an hour is pretty freaking nice.
No shit.
Just saying. I mean, if you know what you're doing, I don't know what they're doing up there, if they're doing wind towers or that's just the time of year they got to do maintenance on something, or obviously the cold is a problem. But
So, being
Damn.
that cold and that much snow up there, do you have to sign your contract by peeing in the snow?
I don't know. All I know is he gets a whole bunch of shit.
No shit, dude. I would fucking do
Yeah,
that.
dude.
I
I'll
wouldn't
tell
care
you.
about
I'll
freezing
tell you
my
this
balls
right
off.
now. I don't make that here in Nebraska, and I make pretty decent money here. Money's different depending on where you're at. Just saying.
85K is considered poverty. Fuck.
Well, in New Jersey it is, yeah.
Yeah, that's just crazy though, man.
It was interesting actually. Since we're on this topic, one of my buddies, his brother went to Florida years ago to live, and he was discussing what he made per hour at his job doing CNC machining and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it was interesting because where he was at in Florida, they were on the poor / like medium spectrum, like almost middle class, but not really. And in Ohio, he would be a multimillionaire. And then in like other states, he would basically be like not even able to live at all.
Fuck that, dude. You could buy 2 houses here for that.
Yeah,
this is
no
crazy.
shit. I was a certified welder many moons ago, and I was a TIG welder, which is not easy to do. I mean, it is, but it's not. And starting off pay for my first job, I was making like $20 an hour. And I know that's not much for being a specified or specific welder like that, but hey, that was my first job, and I was getting my feet in the door.
Yeah. Next deal is experience, and the only way you do that is to stack some fucking years. You know what I mean?
Yeah. In a lot of places, I don't know about where y'all are, but I always heard this growing up or in my younger years that we won't hire you because you don't have enough experience. We won't hire you because you don't have any experience. Well, motherfuckers, how are you supposed to get experience if nobody wants to fucking hire you because you don't have experience?
That's how I was always like for many, many years. One of my buddies that I went to high school with, he actually lied in his application to get the job, claiming he had like 4 or 5 years experience in the field or whatever the case being. He learned on the friggin' thing. He told him like in the first 3 weeks or something like that. He's like, yeah, I'm not actually experienced like I said I was, but you guys wouldn't hire me otherwise. And they're like, well, you're learning on the job already, dude, so we're just going to keep you on. And they legit kept him on then and taught him stuff. So,
well, sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get a fucking job.
yeah, and it's pathetic, and it's kind of bullshit, honestly, because it's just like how we used to have entry level positions, and now it's unpaid internships now in many cases.
Yeah.
It's by design, Fiend Dog. They want to. 2030 is in full swing.
Yep.
You will own nothing and be happy. The only way to do that is to remove people from homes and only allow them rentals.
Yeah.
So that way, as soon as you're useless and you can't work anymore and you can't pay rent and you can't rent your electric from them, which I think you should have, investing in solar right now is a really good idea so you can produce your own shit. They're going to do the Culligan thing where they change your water softener and they bring your salt down. And if your unit fails, they replace it at quote unquote their cost, and it's $90 a month, right?
Yeah.
90 muffins a month. Okay. As soon as your income is reduced to Medicare / Social Security income, what do people do? They start cutting costs. Well, if your refrigerator's rented to you, your furnace is rented to you, your AC is rented to you, your water heater's rented to you, your every appliance that you have, which is being worked on right now. They're already doing it with water heaters residentially. They're already starting to work it into furnace and HVAC. That's me. That's my field. Trust me, that's coming. They already want to rent you your car so you can't purchase your cars. They're making it to the point where you can't work on them. You need to plug in a fucking laptop. Same with your HVAC equipment. Trust me, I've been on service calls. I have to plug in a fucking laptop to work on the goddamn thing.
Damn.
Okay? Like, it's coming. That is by design. And they're also building in obsolescence where, hey, your water heater used to work for 20 years, bro. Now they're designed to work 6 to 8 years. Okay, your furnace used to last 40 years. Now they're designed to crap out at 9 years.
Yeah.
Because cheaper material. Why make a customer of you once or twice a year when they could make you a lifetime customer? 8 units sold to you over a lifetime, 10 units sold to you over a lifetime.
I'm scarred for life. Someone's camera just came on. Yeah.
I'll do you one better than that, Tactical. My grandfather in the 1950s bought a chest freezer that is still downstairs in this place right now running.
Yeah, eats the bugs, live in the pod. No shit, they want you to live in Ready. I think of it, Ready Player One, probably not too far off, honestly.
Yeah. Well, it's just like light bulbs back in the day when they first invented them, and they came out. They worked so fucking well that right now there's some light bulbs that have been on and still working, and it's been what 100+ years, and they all got together and said we got to make it where it stops working after so long, so people will still keep buying our products, and I forget what that's called.
Planned obsolescence.
Yeah,
There you
designed
go.
obsolescence. It's going to make you
There we
use
go.
something that you have to use every day.
Yeah,
It's gonna make you
it's
replace
just it's bullshit.
Daniel,
I'm
weren't you
what
looking?
you were.
You were looking at the Tesla, right, dude? Fuck, at that point, you might look at like a Tesla wall or something with like a whole roof of solar panel. Like, you're at that point. Jesus, man.
Yeah, my opinion on that stuff, it's a fucking scam. You need so much, so many solar panels and so many fucking batteries to have a big battery bank before it'll even fucking put a dent in your electric bill.
That's not necessarily true. It just depends on what you're using it for. I'm not on board for the cars yet. I don't think they're efficient enough. Home, you could pull. I have a little. Thanks, man. I have a little solar generator. I can run one fridge, one freezer, whatever. I just rotate them all, 1 hour a day. I can run it on a 100-watt fucking solar panel, dude. I can run my appliances all day. Now you can get. Just like a gas generator, I can run my furnace with a gas generator. And quite frankly, it's not too terribly expensive at the end of the day. But if you know how to calculate your wattage and everything and what you actually need and see what's available, the next problem is the technology for it's moving so fast that some of the solar panels and stuff, they have a lifespan. I think it's like 8 years for peak, 8 to 12 years right now for peak. But they have some government programs that you can get 60% of that back. So your upfront cost, say it costs $12,000 to do a standard, home. Oh, that's for your shop. That makes sense.
Yeah, well, I'm saying because I've actually talked to several of these solar companies because I had some come out, and give estimates and shit, and for the cost of it, for what it does, it's not worth it especially for a whole home to run everything off your fucking house. It's just not feasible. And I've had them tell me that too. When I start asking real questions, I had them tell me, man, I've never been asked these questions you're asking me.
Yeah, it depends. Check out Pinball Preparedness. He's running off grid, and I think he's at 8,000 or 14,000, somewhere in there. But he also sells generators for Delta Pro, which I think honestly they're probably the way I would go if I was going to get another one. Don't buy Jackery. That's just the name thing. There's stuff, and they might not know about all this stuff either.
True. And I'm not a big fan of these Teslas at all, or any of these EV cars. I think they're just a hunk of junk, and it's just another way for people like Elon Musk to control you. Because even like in California, he put an algorithm in place that even if you have power at your home, but there's the statewide power shortage, your shit won't charge.
Yeah, but that's California. They have
that's
have
government intervention.
Yeah, they do.
And that's my point.
Yeah, but that's why he doesn't do. That's why he moved his manufacturing, because he didn't want those restrictions. Like, I like Musk myself. I quite frankly wish I was half as smart as he was.
Well, that's true too. Yeah, I'm not as smart as him. Don't claim to be.
No, but I have kicked around ideas on investments. He has this little solar town they did in Texas, and I don't remember how many residents it was, but basically it was like a 2-story house with an overhang, and it came with either 1 or 2 cars, depending on how many people were going to live there and work. And it had Tesla power banks, and it had the Tesla homes like him and his son are living in right now. And basically, it was cheap, affordable living, minus the electrical, minus a vehicle cost. Like, if you were just getting out and like that would be the most affordable housing option right out of high school for somebody. And it's super smart. You lose 2 of your big bills right away. You lose your electric bill and your vehicle bill. It's just built in with your house. I've thought about trying to build one here, trying to find the land and another investor to get in with me to get on it, because I'm not fucking loaded. but Nebraska land's a fucking hell of a lot cheaper than Texas land.
Oh, I don't know that to be 100%, but I can promise you it is, because Texas shit is getting so fucking out of control and expensive, dude, because we got people moving from California, Arizona, from New York. They're fucking, everybody's moving here trying to turn fucking Texas blue.
Yep. Not to mention the people that aren't papered.
Yeah. And it's
Corey,
just
we've got lots
fucking
of people here from Texas.
Where's that at?
North of you.
Well, my wife and I, we've actually talked about maybe one day moving to like Montana or fucking Wyoming or something, just to get out of this bullshit and this heat. I'm tired of this fucking Texas heat, dude. It's 7 levels of hot.
Depends. You can't do everybody on the block, but if it's you, I think it could be done. Eye-size wire and stuff for big shit too, dude. Yeah.
So how y'all doing tonight, Pink Ticklers?
Good, man.
I had to make a fashionably late appearance.
But yes, I would much rather get in on Randy Butternub's ding, ding, ding for the win. If I was going to get another one, Honda and Chevy are merging to make that hydrogen-powered engine like they make the civilian version, because Chevy currently makes one for the military.
Now that would be cool.
Hydrogen makes a lot of sense. There's a reason why the guy who invented a car who can run on water is unalived, because there's so much money to be lost from oil companies.
There were 3 of them that came out with their own version of them, and they all 3 mysteriously vanished, unalived. One of them,
all of your oil companies.
The main issue with power generation is our battery technology is not up there, but the capacitor technology to convert it to where we need it to store it. That's the issue. That's about 20 years behind where it needs to be right now.
True. Because they don't want to hurt their precious, oil or gas.
It's just not in our wheelhouse yet. I mean,
well, your big oil already pivoted to being big energy. Like, they're prepared to be whatever they need to be in the future to sustain themselves. Like, they've already made the transition. That's why all of your ExxonMobil and all your big BP, all your big oil companies have transitioned into solar and
yeah, they already own quote unquote green energy anyway. Yeah, they own both sides already.
They're going to continue to write the legislation.
These super rich people, the 1% of the 1% have, more advanced technology than we have, like hybrid vehicles or whatever, we may not even can think of. Do you think they have the shit because they have so much fucking money and can do whatever they want?
Probably.
I don't think so. I think they just have the best of what's out there.
True. It would surprise me, though.
I think it's a mix. I think they're not going to let. I mean, it might be like a 0.01% of the 1% that really know and have the best shit. I don't think they want to share, because then they'll become inferior, and then shit will get reverse engineered. And I think they got to keep that shit tight, man.
Mm-hmm. I don't think they're running around like Tony Stark.
That's crazy, dude. That's actually sick. We have so much fucking plastic byproduct fucking waste.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah, have you seen those videos of all the plastic that is just floating in the oceans and shit, or these other third world countries? They just throw the shit in the water to get rid of it.
Probably just think it's already.
There's entire flotillas of plastic in the ocean right now.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly my point.
It's like that one, I think it was a humpback whale here a couple years ago. Yep. They found it beached dead on the shore, cut up in the stomach, and it just like pounds and pounds of plastic shit just falling out.
Yep. Humpback hoochie mama.
I'll give you a hoochie mama. Anybody here from Honda?
No.
Well, All right. Well, now it's Tactical Muffin Top freaking takeover chat, and y'all are gonna have to talk while I get my curls in.
Your curls.
I gotta work
Are you
out. I
doing
always
penis-
work out in Honda's chat.
Are you doing penis curls?
Well, that's a curl, so could be.
Oh, you kinky sneaker. I like it.
Yeah.
I
No, man,
like
I'm
it,
just
Big
trying to get my
Daddy.
body in fighting shape because this is the year 2024, and I think that everybody should do some sort of exercise every day and some sort of prep every day. And this is a prep, but I think you should do a water prep, a food prep. Gun prep's kind of hard to do every day because that gets kind of pricey, but just
Yeah.
fucking regular people shit.
No,
Work out.
I agree. You and I, Muffin, we've talked a couple times about, how bad our backs and shit are.
Yeah.
I was talking to Matt like a week ago, and I've been doing stretches and shit that he was telling me to do. I finally got a doctor to give me some prednisone to try. I've had MRIs done and X-rays done lately. So I'm trying to get my shit done, and these stretches have actually helped my pinched sciatic nerve as well as the steroids.
Yeah.
So with that pain finally fucking easing, thank God, I'm gonna start kind of fucking building up my core and my back again to try to prevent this, because I do not want this to happen again.
Do it, man. 'Cause I honestly, how I was feeling last week, I almost think I'm about ready to have another disc pop. It's what it feels like.
Have either of you tried one of those inversion tables?
Yeah, those are actually really bad for you.
What now? What
Every
table?
back doctor I've been to said fucking stay off of that or it's going to fuck you up worse.
I missed it. What's it called?
And those inversion tables.
Inversion.
Oh, where you hang upside
Back
down?
in
Yeah.
yeah.
No.
Back in the 90s, you'd see the teeters hang up.
No.
I don't know. A well-off friend of mine's parents had one time, and I strapped into it. It felt good to me.
Yeah, it feels good,
But
but
I
I
don't know.
get the thing is if you get it like misaligned or whatever, and maybe it's more for my situation since I already have basically fucking 3 vertebrae bone on bone. They said no. They said no for me.
No, my chiropractor has this decomp table, and basically he straps you in with these big ass fucking Velcro belts that go around your hip, and one comes out through your crotch area that they hook a cable to.
Yep.
And he sets the machine, and it slowly pulls your lower body apart. And
Yeah.
dude,
Same
that shit
thing as
feels
the
good.
inversion table, but mechanical.
Yeah, but
They can
that
actually
feels good,
they
and
can set the poundage to it. I did one. I went at the max for my body weight and everything, and they're like, Jesus Christ. Where they're like, this is the highest we've ever done it. And I was like, yeah, I can fucking feel it. We should back that back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those things are crazy.
Yeah, it feels good. My left hip was like an inch or so shorter than my right hip when I first started, like a month ago. So I've been getting adjusted twice a week, decomp twice a week. He does this laser therapy. That actually feels really good. And then the fucking hinge unit stuff, as well as manual adjustments.
Are there alternatives for canned food rations? Yeah, like you can do dry grains, you can do hardtack, you can do pemmican, you can do MREs, you can do freeze dried. Like,
That pemmican's actually pretty easy to make if you can find the recipe.
Yeah, so is hardtack. I was just telling these guys I got like 4 or 5 gallon buckets of freaking flour I need to do something with because it's kind of getting up there.
Yeah. There's a book that I want to get. It's like The Lost Ways or some shit like that. That has a bunch of
a guy I just got
recipes in
into
it.
prepping a couple years ago just got that.
And it tells you in there the recipe for pemmican and that tack stuff and a bunch of other shit.
So does YouTube right now for free.
True. Yeah. Very true. That, and I keep seeing a lot of these videos pop up about naturally occurring stuff like dandelion. You can make wine out of it. You can make tinctures out of it. The whole fucking plant is edible from the roots to the leaves to the flowers.
Mm-hmm.
One of my
That's
tinctures used
incorrect.
to
The
use
oil
those
in
for
the ramen
salads.
will go rancid eventually. I am Coldfoot.
Ohio.
Sorry.
Yeah, one of the teachers I had in grade school, she would make dandelion salads.
Yeah, I've done it. It ain't
You
bad.
really got to wash them though, especially if you're getting like car exhaust and stuff on them.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
you do gotta-
dandelions are very
clean.
dirty. You got to run them through like 6 times. They hold dirt really hard.
Well, and you don't want to
yeah.
harvest them off the side of roads and stuff, like he's saying, where there's car runoff.
Well, like, right. Well, I mean, like if you're, yeah, like I get my yard treated, so I can't do anything in my yard. But like if it's out at the farm, yeah, you could eat them dandelions. They have a winemaking kit on Amazon store for like 40 muffins that makes the dandelion wine, Corey.
That's cool. I don't know what that would taste like. I'm not a big wine person, anyways. I like whiskey, and that's it.
Well, at the end of the day, antiseptic / sparter.
Very true. Very true. That's where honey is great for it too. It's a natural antiseptic. Pine tar, pine sap. That shit's really good at helping close wounds and an antiseptic.
Yeah.
Back to the books. Yes, YouTube is free right now, but if and when something ever happens, we're all going to become readers again. So I think having
The dandelion wine.
physical copies of books.
I 100% agree with you, dude. I agree. You need to have hard copies of anything and everything you can, because it's going to get to a point where that's all we're going to have. We're not going to have this being able to talk to each other and swap recipes and shit.
Yeah, physical media, even DVDs, I think won't be around.
Yep.
So stack that stuff now, and you know what, guys? It's garage sale season. You can get this stuff that we're books and movies, dirt cheap.
Well, hit up your
Yeah.
local bookstores, because I know those are still around.
Yeah,
That's like
And that, you know,
they have sweet Harry Potter shit too.
that's like The Walking Dead. You know, when Dale had those few books, and he's like, "Man, if I known this was going to happen, I would have stocked better books." And then when Morgan was in the woods with the wolf people, and the guy was saying, "You know, I miss the movies, and this is the closest talking to someone at in the fire to movies that we have anymore." So, that's where books are going to be in here.
Before we had TV, it was books, man.
Very true.
It's a good idea. Maybe I'll throw some physical book series of the stuff I listen to on YouTube all the time in the thing. And the old Amazon affiliate store. By the way, I have an Amazon affiliate store. I don't know if anybody's ever fucking used it or if I'm just wasting hours putting gear that I believe you should be acquainted with in there. I don't know.
I scrolled through it all.
Oh, thanks, man. I just put some more stuff
I
in
think
there.
it'd be easier if you would organize it into like
You can't. I tried.
lists.
That's what pisses me off. I wish I want to do it like beginner and then do like food, water, clothing, all that shit.
You can
There's
do it
got to
in
be
lists,
some way,
though.
because James Yeager has his set up by
Oh,
different.
really? Well, I'm also retarded, so that could be part of it.
Well, and he's dead, so I mean, he set his up a couple years ago. But
Yeah, I don't know. I got to dink around with that a little bit more and figure it out. But
because I had to scroll through like 5 pages of socks and hand warmers and stuff to finally get into the stuff that I was like, oh, I might buy that.
yeah,
Just go to contact us on Amazon and request a phone call and ask them how you can do it.
yeah, I could do that. But fuck those guys.
Sure.
Corey, I was telling him I got my britches in from LA Police gear.
Oh, really?
The jeans are awesome. The
That's the only
shorts
time
and their
I
knockoff.
wear.
Well, I tried one pair of their like step up from basic 511 rip off pants,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm a 36 waist in everybody else's jeans. I'm gonna have to send them in the shorts back and get 38s because they were like tight. But the
I
jeans
like
are
the-
36, 32, and they're baggy. Like I had to carry IWB just to keep them on.
Who's doing
like
muffin
the-
top
the,
curls? What you count? I'm at 60.
Say that again. I didn't hear it.
I'm curling while we're chatting, homie. I'm at 60 reps.
Oh, damn.
Let's go. Get it up. Get your physical prep up. Because at the end of the day, you can have all the gear, but if you can't get to where it's at, you're fucked.
My breeches that I wear regularly, they're Ariat. They're loose, straight, and it says rebar. I don't know what that really means, but they're kind of like FR rated too. I like those sites. But those Ariat jeans are really fucking comfortable. And they're heavy duty. Yeah, I'm also a big Wrangler fan. Of course, you know,
No
I'm a
hate.
dick, I'm
You're from
country.
Texas.
I'm country boy.
Yeah.
Hillbilly.
Let me get away from the helicopter.
So you know how Honda's told that story about the
The Twin
helicopter
Towers.
that made no sound and it turned into went into star mode and shit. You remember that story he's told before a couple times?
Yeah.
I was on my way home the other day with my old lady. We were coming back from the vet's office with those puppies, and there was a fucking Chinook coming at us. It was not making any fucking sound. We could not hear it. And you know Chinooks are fucking huge and they're loud. That bitch wasn't making a sound.
Huh.
It was really odd. Even when it got closer, because I was obviously going away, and it was real low, and it was going very slow for a Chinook. I also thought that was kind of weird.
They were looking for you, Corey.
Probably. That's why I punched it and went into star mode myself.
I've rode on a Chinook. It's deafening.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I could not hear the son of a bitch, and it was weird.
That is weird. Speaking of
I
Colorado,
don't know if
update on the AWB there. They have tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday to possibly pass it through, and they might try some shit tomorrow.
For Honda? For Colorado?
Yeah.
Shit. No wonder Honda's not on here. He's packing his shit.
Probably. He needs to fucking move out of Camirado already.
He needs to fucking come here to Ohio and become my my lieutenant governor nominee for 2026.
/ roommate.
Exactly.
And Adam will say, Honda, it puts the lotion on the skin or it gets the hose again.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, you know what, Daniel might be right.
I'll
You
go
could be
that
doing
route,
play.
man.
Well, in Honda's absence, since I am his main fluffer, I still want everybody in my chat tonight to go and give Honda a like, share, and or a sub on a video he has, and share it to your homies, share it to your enemies, share it to that hot chick at work, share it to that hot dude at work. I don't care. Let's get his numbers up to 5K because Honda deserves it. Tactical muffin top, fluffed.
Yeah. And don't forget tickle and blow on the balls.
Tank tickling's my favorite.
It feels good.
So that's why you have all those dogs.
Smart Adam.
I almost dropped my weights on my foot, you dick.
That was a good one, dude. You know, long distance fist bump. That was a good one. I give you that.
You're welcome. That was a good one. He flying so low. Where is our Lord and Savior at tonight? Oh, freaking Infernus? Shit. Let me drop Infernus a link and see what he's doing.
Oh, I thought he was
Maybe he
talking
had a
about
meeting.
Night Strike.
Night Strike, yeah. My bad. I'll send old Night Strike a link. Let me send out more links here. Let's see if Rick's around again. Guys, I still haven't shot my suppressor. I even thought about shooting it the other day. Isn't that terrible?
Well, if you got some subs, just give me a couple in the yard.
I
All
know
right, I'm
Daniel
working on
said
it.
he might be flying tonight. Did Honda decide to do that?
I don't know. I messaged him. He hasn't messaged me back, so he's doing something else.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him in a while. 'Cause I've been busy
I bet
doing
he-
so much shit lately.
I bet he passed out.
Yeah, he could have.
Yeah.
Daniel,
Ain't
at least
nothing wrong
you're
with
cool
that.
and you
Jerk off
have your
first.
orange D here and not your gray or blue one.
So is that real, Daniel?
No, it's real Daniel. Sometimes in certain chats, they'll have an orange D instead of his gray D.
I mean, any D's better than no D?
True.
I
Daniel
don't
just
live
says
far
free
from that
Daniel,
land he
okay?
was talking about buying.
This is his backup D.
He went with the triple dick.
Exactly.
He was thinking about his back. He throws shit up all over the plane.
He said it's because he's in his car.
You're in his car. That's where the ranch soda came from. I knew it.
Yep. Oh, I didn't know he was flying the other day. Talking about Honda.
Yeah, he said he got seasick, motion sickness.
It was the
Told the guy to
turbulence.
turn around.
I'm at 80 reps. Where you bitches at?
20.
Good job.
200.
200. That's where I typically get in 8 at 200 on Honda's chat.
Well,
gotta
I'm
get
just saying,
going.
you know, it's easy to get 200 when you're lifting a micro penis.
Hey, it's way easier to hit 200 because the micro penis is not slowing me down and I'm more aerodynamic, okay? My problem is I need to get some water. Y'all talk amongst yourselves for a minute. I got to refill my water. Let's do this. I want the chat to run through and do 2 preps they want everybody to do this week. It don't have to cost any money. Go.
One thing I like to do is I rinse out like my old milk jugs when I'm done drinking all my milk or using it. I'll rinse it out really well, and I've been storing a lot of water that way. I'll fill it up with filtered water, and I'll store it in one of my closets. And every so often, I can drop some those purifying tabs in there if need be, if it's been setting for so long, and I write the date on it so I know when it was done. And I've been doing that lately. I've been storing water.
Good job, man. What else?
10 minutes of dry fire practice.
Yeah, I do a lot of dry fire, man.
I guess my
second
prep would be I've been trying to work on my physical health as well, stretching and everything. So I'm trying to get a little healthier.
Good job, man. Who started? Who's next?
Ohio.
What you got, Ohio? What you think, homie? My pecs hurt so bad right now.
Yeah, I know, Daniel. I know I run that risk, but I haven't had money. I would love to get some of those really big, like blue water jugs from like Walmart and stuff like that. That is better for suited that. I just haven't had much extra money lately.
Yeah. Who farted? Who did it? What jugs were you talking about? I missed that.
I milk jugs, but it's just temporary.
Oh yeah, some gray water.
Because we're in storm season right now, so that's why I've been storing water, because I know what it's like to not have water when you don't have anything, because everything's out.
Better than nothing, man.
Yeah.
Ohio, what you got?
There's no Ohio, only Zool.
Zip Killer, what you got? Okay. Fuck me.
Yeah, they both like
duped out.
What?
He said, "What's your two press that
What up, Leo?
for the week?"
Honda
I'd say
takeover.
I'd say dry fire practice with your handgun, at least a solid 10 minutes. You know, like completely sanitize your gun, make it safe, get away from any live ammo, and like do a couple of good, clean presentations. You know, really focus on your trigger press side alignment. And after you've gotten a few of those, got the jitters out, start doing a couple draw from holster. And even better if you can get somebody to time you.
Yeah.
Just to really ingrain that muscle memory and that hand-eye coordination, try and refine that, you know. No John Wick shit, but just squared away fundamentals.
Yeah.
And bust your long gun
Good,
out
brother.
and like carry it around a while. Lift it, kind of some rifle PT. You got to get used to handling that all the time.
Yep. Get your sling stitched up. I do it on the treadmill all the time. Doing dry fire presses on a treadmill, man.
I mean, they're hearing a lot of feedback.
I'm hearing that too. Someone sounds like they have another window open or something. They're echoing.
I hear the echo. Well, it's not me. 'Cause I've been doing this for 2 hours, so I'm okay.
Is that better?
I don't know.
I had YouTube in the back, but I thought I had it paused. I'm on earbuds.
Is it better?
Nope, you can still
No, I
hear
can
it.
still hear it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's us. Honestly, I think it's what's his face? The one in the middle. I can't remember his name.
Lawfully?
Lawfully, thank you. Lawfully Armor. I think it's you, brother.
I don't know. I got earbuds in. I mean, I'm
Hang on.
inside now, so maybe kind of echoey.
How do I mute? I'm gonna mute. We're gonna do it, everybody. All right, we're gonna start lawfully. All right, somebody say something.
Hey. Nope,
It's
it is
Lawfully.
Lawfully Armor.
Damn it, lawfully, it's you.
All right, I'll go back outside.
You're grounded.
It's all hardwood floors. It's all echoey. I got earbuds.
Yo,
So it's not-
fire.
Leia, what you got? 2 preps that don't cost anybody nothing this week. Show us the Twitter handle that Honda does. I don't use Twitter, man. Sorry. I just have it. I have X just to have it, but I don't do shit on it.
Is that
That's,
two preps that don't cost nothing?
Yeah.
Big aquarium.
Like for instance, I said I've been storing up a lot of water lately because I'm in storm season, and shit could get knocked out for days. And I've also been trying to work on my physical health and stretching and building up strength and getting in better health. That's 2 preps that don't cost anything.
Okay.
It don't have to be nothing crazy. I mean, it could be just go for an extra walk.
Mm.
Lawfully said dry frying and holster training.
Rifle handling, getting your sling
I
work.
have one right now.
Do it.
Did you know that AR 500 steel can actually double its weights?
Yeah.
So does a high point.
Yeah, this is true. And he in Ohio lives in High Point
It's the
country.
best Ohio manufacturing country.
Yeah.
And
Bathtub, water bladders. Yeah. A bob for a bathtub, man. Yeah, especially if you're the apartment prepper lawfully. I mean, that don't take a whole lot of space to store. Throw that up.
Yep, very true.
Yeah. That's like 20,
A
30
what?
muffin tops. A water bob, B-O-B. It holds like what is it, 170 something gallons? I don't know.
Yeah,
Let me
you can
Google it.
you can fill your bathtub or put it in your bathtub and fill it up and leave it in your bathtub.
Yeah, it's just a big water bladder basically. So if like you knew shit was gonna go down, you drain your pipes basically into it.
Yep. It's basically like a water bed.
Making spears out of sticks. There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Make
Nothing
a
wrong with
weapon.
that.
Yeah.
How many of us in the chat right now had a water bed growing up?
I was poor, so I had to have a regular bed.
My cousin had one I used to sleep on whenever I go to his house. This was back in the 80s.
The most
I had
disturbing thing for
one-
an 80s child was a water bed in their parents' bedroom.
I had one. My parents had one too. They were actually gotten at a garage sale, so they were gotten pretty cheap. And yeah, it was really. It took me a long time to get used to sleeping on that. Some bitch always just fucking. It's like I was in an one of those boat homes that people live on the water, just constantly fucking rocking. It was weird.
What if you got one now and filled it with those Orbeez?
That would be kind of weird. Maybe comfortable.
Probably
A lot
some-
of. You would need a lot of Orbeez.
Same motion, same ocean, less motion.
Giggity.
Yeah.
Fill it with a lot of Nickelodeon slime.
Yeah, Corey, where the fuck is your gardening videos? That was got me fired up. I'm part of the. I did the thing. I was bitching about some stupid shit about gardening and stuff, and how I'm doing like organic stuff with insects and things like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna start trying to do a garden soon. I haven't honestly been able to do shit because it's been a month and a half now. I've been dealing with sciatic pain, and if you know anything about it, I know tactical you do, but
Yeah,
that shit
dude.
is fucking horrible pain. You don't feel like doing anything.
No, you don't want to move, man. Especially like people are like, "Oh, hey, I got a bad leg," or like I got a broken arm or something. You do every movement you do with your back, dude. So having to fuck that back blows.
Okay, I have the second prep.
Do it.
Go into your backyard and practice eating bugs. Bam. There you go.
I mean,
I grew up eating bugs, so that's nothing new.
And it's free. It's right. It's free.
Did you guys
food,
see
right?
that video I posted in Matt's Discord of people eating live sea bugs?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd rather eat my neighbor's dog.
No, don't eat the
I
puppies.
mean, I like
no.
shrimp and stuff, but like cooked, man. Like I'm not gonna sit there while the sprinkers are flipping out on me and shit. Eat them.
come on, there ain't nothing better than a cricket chirping when you're swallowing it down your throat.
Right.
Or like
How
a
about-
live squid, like shooting ink into your mouth and stuff while you're eating it.
Fuck yeah.
Ew.
If he's not hanging on to my uvula with his beak, I don't want him.
I saw a video where a guy, got one of those octopuses and it dawned on him and he was like, thought he'd be cool and was washing his hands with it, and he left it on and it dried and his hands were black for a long time. He had to let it wear off.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine that shit in your fucking throat and your stomach.
Yep.
No, thank you.
I do want to
Eduardo
say
said
something,
he had an air bed even for
and it's
There's
free.
many, many, many times have I slept on the floor because I couldn't afford a bed.
Yeah. It's something free. Go through and check all your gear. I've been messing around with that O hatchet, whatever the hell the name of it is. It's actually I got the box right here. I tell you what, man, I've been tearing some shit up with that thing. The Autical AI, dude. Just get your stuff out and check it. And then like I was checking some tent pegs and stuff for something else that I had, and I couldn't figure out where the hell I put those. They were in my inflatables and shit for Christmas, and just test your shit. Go for a walk with your bug out bag on, man. Go for a walk like Ohio was saying. I used to walk with plates, and I think that's part of the reason why I blew another disc on my back. But I used to walk with my plate carrier at night with a hoodie on just for the weight.
Yeah.
And that's what I say. All the people that say, "Oh man, I got all this shit," and I'm like, "Go walk 5 miles." And they're like, "You're
Yep.
fat as fuck. You can't walk 5 miles." I'm like, "Bitch, I just walked 15 miles with this on."
Damn.
Yeah, it takes time. Am I a fucking marathon runner? No. Does it take me a couple hours? Yeah, sure. But guess what? I get back, and it's a good fucking workout, man.
Yeah. Very true.
It don't matter how long it takes you. If you get your 5 miles in, if it takes you 5 fucking days to do 5 miles, just go do it. I don't care. If it takes you a mile a day to hit 5 miles a week, go do it.
Speaking of air mattresses, those air beds, I got my wife one a few years ago, and it's still in the box, but we keep it in the car for her. because of her job. You know, when bad weather hits, she typically lives at work. You know, especially like if storms are real bad or tornadoes are like during the winter, if we have like bad ice storms and all hell's breaking loose. Like a couple years ago when the whole state fucking froze, I didn't see her for a couple of days because she was constantly at work. And so I bought her one of those so when she has to stay at work instead of sleeping under her desk, you know, she could air that bitch up and sleep comfortably.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big thing around here. It happens quite a bit. Half of my family works at a hospital, and they just let them stay overnight if it's that bad. They'd rather have them there at work than on the road.
Yep.
Which is nice that they do that. I mean, that makes a lot of sense too. Like if you can't get people in, people will get exhausted, but at least you have somebody there, you know.
Oh yeah, my mom did that. She worked at a hospital for 15 years before she passed away. And there was many times during weather that, you know, she just found an empty room and slept in the bed instead of trying to drive home in bad weather.
Smart. I don't know, guys. I just think that it's 2024. You should be prepping. You should have all your gear squared off and away and exactly how it's going to fit on you, exactly how you like it. Make sure you know, do a jump test on you, do a jump test with a buddy, sense all your sit down, you know, do some sling work, watch some YouTube. If you don't know how to run a freaking sling with your rifle, watch some YouTube videos. If you know, at least know a couple things, better than nothing. If you know how to get it on your back so you can actually work on somebody who's injured, yeah, you need to know that, you know. If you need to learn how to swim out of your fucking sling, you know, if somebody's grabbing your gun so you can switch to your sidearm or something, learn how to do it. If you need to learn how to gut a deer, watch a YouTube video, learn how to do it because you might have to do it. That might be the only info you got.
And that's like I was telling Ohio this the other day. I feel like a lot of people that prep, they don't prep enough medical supplies or medical knowledge.
Yeah,
So
dude, look at this right here. Freaking Dwayne, yes. Sharpen your knives. I just sharpened 2 pocket knives today because they were dull as shit that I leave in my garage. And I sharpened a freaking another hatchet I was using before the O hatchet. And I was like, man, this thing's a piece of shit compared to but, you know, it's still there. I'm going to use it until it's not there. But, yeah. Look, he's cleaning his mags, you know. Clean your guns. I like to clean my guns at least 4 times a year. They're just sitting in the freaking safe. They're sitting in my lockers now. That's my new thing. But,
yeah, it gives you something to do, too. You know?
Yeah, you know, wipe the dust off your glass, you know. Rotate your batteries and shit. I just found, like, that one video. I had an old mag light. Who don't have a whole bunch of the metal mag lights, dude? The battery was corroded. The light's useless. I can't get it out, so it went in the trash. But rotate your batteries, man. Rotate your batteries.
Yep, I agree with that too.
Bouncy, please fuck though. Oh shit.
Eduardo, the funny thing about that is, I used to stay at my uncle's house sometimes, because I got along with my cousin, and they had a trampoline. There was many times we had like a camp out, just fucking sleeping on a trampoline. Not in the backyard.
Yeah.
With your permission, Tactical, can I do my own fluff job real quick?
Fluff away.
If anybody's so inclined, we rescued 2 tiny little puppies the other day, and they're in real bad shape, health-wise. You know, they got a lot of issues going on, and I set up an Amazon wish list, and I shared it on Matt's Discord under Animal Goodness. So if you want to go on there, we got a few things that the puppies need, like food and toys and blankets and treats and stuff. That way you don't have to send any money. You could just purchase something, and it goes straight to the puppies. So they have several types of worms, several types of parasites. They were badly dehydrated and emaciated. They actually had to give subcutaneous fluids to them the other day. So, and that's what I'd like to do. That's that's my shtick. My calling is I rescue animals and find them good homes, get them back to health, find them good homes. I live in the country and there's an abundance of them, so it's my way of kind of giving back, I guess. I don't know. It's just something I enjoy.
Cool, man. Gotta love that. Hit that up if you guys want. You can drop it in my Discord if you want to, man.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, I honestly, I'll let everybody drop their stuff in here. I want this community to grow. The more people we can reach out and attempt to help self-serve, the better, dude. Like, I'm gonna do some videos with the Virgin Prepper, and quite honestly, he didn't fucking know what prepping was until he started talking to me, and then he started realizing, like, hey, the gifts I was buying him stuff, they're preps for Christmas and stuff, and like, I'm like, yeah, dude, I know, and I want to go through maybe some preps that a Virgin Prepper has, and some things that he actually had one that I thought was a pretty freaking sweet idea, so I'm gonna do a video on it. You know, like,
Heck yeah.
you gotta help
That's
out as many.
That's why I've always enjoyed these chats and stuff, is because we do this a lot. We bounce ideas off of everybody. You know, you get into your lane of what you always prep and stuff, and you may not realize you're lacking in one area, and someone like you just brings up something that reminds you, oh, I need that too, or that is a good idea. So
yeah, we don't all have the best ideas, but together we can have pretty damn good ideas, man. And then we can all get well-rounded in certain areas.
yeah,
We don't all have to go through the same mistakes and trials. If somebody already has it figured out, take the knowledge.
yep, exactly. And that's what I like about this community that we're a part of.
Tomcat and Eduardo giving each other some love. Do y'all need a room or? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, get a room.
Gingers have souls. I don't know if gingers have souls. I'm a firm advocate of South Park, and I have been told that gingers do not have souls.
Did you see that video that Ohio put in, I think, Honda's Discord, where it was the great Hambino, the kid from the Sandlot, and his friends? Yeah, they created that Ginger song. That shit was fucking funny.
Oh, yeah. Love it.
$100%, Daniel.
Speaking of the Sandlot, I've actually been working on a pilot for a Sandlot TV series.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah.
Love that movie.
Actual shit hit the fan due to and or around the election. My call out, my prediction is crime always goes up when it's hot up. I think we will have something. I'm predicting 3 separate events. One will be some sort of hack / electrical / no internet takedown. One will be probably something fuel related, so that way you can't get gas, because that will cause a lot of panic and a lot of issues. And something else will be large. Yeah, I mean, 3 days you're toast.
I mean, look what happened during the. I'd rather not say it and get you in trouble, but 2020, when everything was fucking ran on in the grocery store.
Yeah, the old cough.
Yeah.
That's why we need to stack it now, man. I don't care if you go get an extra pack of toilet paper, if that's your kink, if you're low. I don't care if you go get 6 more flats of vegetables. I mean, that's like 30 muffins, man. That ain't a lot. I don't care if you go buy a case of Spam. I'd rather you have it on your damn shelf. I don't care if you go buy another 20-pound bag of rice. You need to. You need to be doing all that.
Yep.
And if it's your 10th gun, you don't need 10 damn guns. If you don't have dots on everything, if you don't have slings on everything, if you don't have 10 fucking cases of water, you don't need a 10th gun. You don't. It's a want. What you need is food and water and medical. You know what protects it all? Is the blasters. Okay? So you need to have some seeds. So if you have 10 guns and you have a 30-round mag for each one of your ARs, you got 10 ARs. It's fucking useless.
Yeah.
Saying. That's where I'm at on it.
Mags and freedom seeds,
More,
stack them while they're
more
hot.
freedom seeds and mags because you can reload them. I don't know. That's what I'm saying, man. I think that
I
people
think as the summer goes on and we get closer to the election time, it's important too that both on here and in real life, people be aware of glowies.
Yeah.
Don't get wrapped up into something that you're not a part of.
Gray man hard. No earbuds in your ears, phone in your pocket, head on a swivel. You need to watch everything, not just for you. You need to watch it for that old lady loading her cart in the back of her car. You need to watch it for that single mom with a couple creeps behind her. Don't be jumping in or nothing, but just being vigilant and just walking in front of them, standing there. It's going to protect them. And that person loading in groceries or walking in that kid, you may never, ever see it.
Well, to touch on what Lawfully just said about glowies, watch, especially right now, and the closer you get to election season, watch what you say, publicly, because I've been hearing that people are going out or being come after for what they have said on the line, and not to mention, I don't remember where I saw it, but now they're trying to say that if you play certain video games wrong, they're going to start looking into you for possible future attacks, even if you don't even do it. But they're just cracking down anywhere and everywhere they can to fuck with us.
They do it here.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't get a notification from me, did you?
I didn't know.
Well, it's like in 2019, they tried to turn me into a fucking Fed informant for some shit I said about Andrew Yang, bitch ass. And
Keep your head on the swivel.
Wasn't stupid enough to say anything really retarded, and they admitted that they were just there fucking me, basically. So
200 bitches. 200. Where y'all at, chat? Cranked the last 20 out on each arm.
No, that was fucking funny. That's hilarious, old man butt wrinkles. That's fucking hilarious.
Where is it? Let's see it. Economy is slowing. It is slowing down. I agree with you. I see it. We purchase millions of dollars of equipment every month, and it's not looking good.
That's fucking funny.
It's
Hey,
funny
Daniel.
because it's true.
I got a question for you, man. I know it fell through last time I asked you about it, but did you find any more land or anything, or did you give up on that? Because I know he was trying to buy a large plot of land.
I want to say something else. Is make sure y'all don't have stickers on your car. If you got a Glock sticker, you got a bow hunting sticker, you got a Cabela sticker, something on it,
Take it off.
take it off. Take it off.
Yeah.
Yep, you're a target.
No
Even if
sense
it's
in painting a small target on you for nothing.
Put a
political or
coexist
even
sticker on there.
Yeah. Just nothing. Just nothing on your car.
Yeah. Nothing.
Yep.
Watch what you're
Well, if
wearing
you
for
wanna be
garments too. Shirts and shit. Just don't wear it. No sense in getting into a fight over nothing.
if you want to be really tactical and you're going on these leftist campuses, put one of the coexist signs that has the Hamas paratrooper in it now.
I saw that, dude. That's
Oh, my lord.
Jesus.
Oh shit! I got some stuff back here.
Sounds good, Daniel. Yeah. I hope y'all find something.
I don't know who this Andrew Wilson dude is.
He's kind of a savage. The way he goes off on some people and shit, it's fucking hilarious.
I got you. Well, I think we all need to focus on our bodies. I think 2 is 1, 1 is none. I think.
Yep.
I think if you start rationing your food now, first off, you'll cut some weight. Second off, you'll really see what you need to make it, so you can actually see the poundage. I calculate 700 pounds per person per year, even for my 2-year-old. Is he going to eat 700 pounds of food? No. But if he's 18, would he? Yeah, probably more. He's 18.
Shit,
You know
I
what I mean?
usually only eat once a day. Sometimes I don't even eat, but once every couple of days. That's something I've always done. That's not because I don't have food or I just don't care to eat.
Yeah, I mean, just be mindful of that stuff. That's stuff you can do for free.
I'm also the type that when I get like really hot, I can't eat or I will throw up.
I don't know.
Health is wealth, 100%.
Back to the 100%, Daniel. It's happening. There ain't nothing good happening this year. There ain't nothing good happening after this year, dude.
So I'm going to predict 3 different black swans happening this year.
Let's hear it.
So there'll be one in July. There'll be a second one in August. And there'll be a third one in October.
What do you think those 3 will be?
So the first one will be a George Floyd style event. The second one will be a Kyle Rittenhouse type of situation, self-defense. And the third and final one will be the October surprise bullshit where they swap Biden for somebody else.
I think that one's more likely than the other 2.
I think the last one's going to be a medical with the new cough.
Yep.
When they can't
They
get
even said
war,
it.
when they can't get civil war, it's going to be the new cough. It's the last line of control they have.
I think another mass shooting to go for another gun grab.
I think there'll be
Huge one this
several.
time.
Yeah.
I think there'll be
No,
several.
but not talking about like the huge one, a big one.
Well, that's kind of what I was talking about with be measured in what you do and say and who you run with.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they're all orchestrated, but a good amount of them are. And you don't want to be that loose
About a
cannon.
90-10.
Like, you don't want to be that guy that gets set up to be a patsy.
Yep.
And just as bad, you don't want to be affiliated with some guy that goes down for that. So, like, encourage your physical sphere of influence to like be measured.
And that's where I think they won immensely with the J6 stuff because they knocked people's dick in their dirt from not wanting to congregate and try to do something because of fear of retaliation or getting, locked up for the rest of your life or something and you didn't do.
Yeah, I mean, I think the best thing you can say if anybody gets in your face about anything, say you're wearing an American flag hat or something, and they want to get in your face. The easiest thing to say is very monotone but stern. Is, I have my beliefs, and you can have yours. We can both be on our way now. And if that's not enough for them, walk away.
Yeah.
It don't have to be nothing crazier than that.
Yeah. Don't ever give in to emotion and say something out of emotion.
Just make sure
that
when
you
you're
can't
walking
take back.
away that you're walking away backwards because they will try to smack you in the back of the head most of the time with some crazy ass leftist.
Yeah.
Sure. Walk the other way. I don't know. It don't have, you know what I'm saying. You don't have to entertain their argument. Just because they're mimicking crap they hear on TV don't mean they're smart.
True.
I mean, even a retarded parrot can get a sentence or two right. Don't mean they're smart.
Most of us, from everything I've gathered, don't live somewhere where that's an immediate concern.
Areas.
Yeah, but I mean, like you would have to like get in the car and drive. You would have to go force yourself to be in that environment.
Yeah.
Like you don't walk out your front door and around the corner and it's just right there. None of us live on a college campus or in a major metroplex.
Yeah. I want to say
Major
this
city
here
center.
as well. Coldfoot saying this. I'm gonna go with Duke. Whatever y'all carry, add a mag. I don't think that's too hard to ask, even if you just tuck it in your back pocket. It's an extra mag, man. And I think y'all need to be carrying some spicy spray like Tactical Muffin Top because that gets you out of a lot of situations that you ain't sitting in a jail cell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As of last Friday, that's what I had to my prep for my EDC.
Good work, man.
I don't even think for people that drive that having a can of bear mace just sitting in the cup holder is a bad thing. So I would way rather fog some people in traffic than have to get into a gunfight or run people over.
Yeah, I guarantee you that'll end it before a gunfight. World War III is primed, cocked, and locked, Daniel. I think we're in soft Civil War III. I think this is probably a very unique war where we can fight with proxies and technology, and then we can also fight with what we tell people through the media. It's propaganda on a level we've never seen before, and we'll probably never know about it until we go to a different country and ask.
That and this
But we
AI
shouldn't-
shit's getting ridiculous.
We shouldn't dwell on all of that too much beyond paying attention to who we vote for.
I mean, at the end of the day, go ahead.
Your immediate government stands to do more harm to you than a foreign national.
Yeah. I think your strongest vote you could possibly do right now, and no matter where area you are, focus on your sheriff vote. Because a good sheriff will protect you no matter what else comes down. They have final reign over your immediate area. And that's where you're going to be operating, or your bug out location area. If you have the opportunity to influence and vote for the sheriff there, y'all better be hooking up with your sheriff and being buddies. I don't care what you got to do. Keep talking to him.
Your school board.
Yeah. I think most school boards are lost, but it'd be nice to be involved, yes.
They might be, but I mean, if enough parents, it's like I say, none of us live in these places that have made it on the news.
Yeah. Still got hope.
It's because if you don't show up and make your presence known, then that's how those people make their infiltration.
Yep. I think everybody needs a sheriff like that one sheriff in was it Polk County, Florida, where
Sheriff
he
Grady.
said that. Yeah, where he said if he had to, he would deputize everyone in his town.
Yep.
So they could keep their freedom centers.
I don't know. Out of all the sheriffs that went, that old man from Ohio was the only one to basically tell everybody we're basically fucking under attack, and y'all need to be ready for a parachute hang glider type event. Because
very true.
It's there, man. I mean, we're getting hacked by all kinds of people constantly every day. Remember when they were hacking those valves? They came up with a different story, but they were hacking the valves to water treatment plants and freshwater valves and fuel valves a few years ago. Man, if you turn half of those off and they have to go out and physically fucking turn that valve, Jesus Christ, man.
You remember the stuff related to his work that Matt was talking about a couple months ago?
Yep.
That was before I was on here to corroborate that, but someone I dearly love is in the same field, and they definitely had some compromised systems and stuff that they had to cut off to keep it from spilling over into others. So I can corroborate. I don't know the source or whatever, but what he was talking about definitely is what was a thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I have somebody who buys everything for a hospital, and they're letting me know what's coming in and what's not and what the disruptions are. So I can also say they're having issues in that department. So everything's on a dime, gentlemen, and we have a very fragile system we take for granted.
Yep. and we're all fucked.
That's just it. It's fragile. And our enemies know it. The art of war, Sun Tzu, right? If you don't know your weakness, you can guarantee your enemy does.
Yep, fight your enemy where they're not.
Mm-hmm. I'm going past 200.
No, stop! You're embarrassing us.
I might be able to rip my dick off.
Don't do that.
I'll add a foot later. We'll find out.
Where did you see that Slishman pressure wrap that I?
Yeah, I saw
I've
you
seen that.
posted it. I haven't had time to check it yet.
You can use it as an ace bandage, as a compression bandage or as a tourniquet.
I kinda
yeah.
like that.
And Refuge has the cheapest price on them. Like if you bought it from Refuge and paid
What's the
shipping
muffin
and or tax from them without the case, I think it was like 11 or 12, and then with the little sheath, little cover case to keep the Velcro from getting fuzzy, it was like under 20 muffins.
Shit.
They've gone up a bunch on Amazon.
Yeah.
And when you're
Wait,
buying
so
from Refuge, you're buying good people from good people.
Yeah, I 100% agree. He's saying they're having a lot of problems getting stuff, and I've been seeing other things that people that are getting called up for not active duty, but they're basically on standby. They have a list of things they need to have, and CR123 batteries are part of it. Pistol lights and stuff, food, like that stuff's trying up. Like, I don't know if you've looked at the price of CR123s, but ever since I heard that, dude, they're up like $10, 10 muffins. So if you need some stuff like that, I would recommend rechargeables since you're going to use them, right? Like, you might want to pull the trigger on some stuff like that. Or if you know somebody who's in the military and they still have their 8 years when they're out, you might ask them, hey, man, have you made contact? Blah, blah, blah. What can you say? You need to talk to people that have more knowledge than you do at certain things. Like talking to a gun shop guy. It's so nice to talk to Lawfully about this stuff that's moving and what's slow. And it's nice talking to a hospital person, talking to a sheriff deputy. Like, you probably all have a friend in some department that you're not an expert at. Use their knowledge to get prepped.
This is kind of a weird time. Normally this time of year, outside of anything in the news, is kind of the slow part of the year in the gun business because everybody's worried about like spring break and then going out boating, fishing, doing all that stuff. It doesn't pick back up usually till after the 4th of July. But what's weird is there's like not a ton of availability on 9 and 5.56 right now. But at the same time, the price seems to have kind of finally stabilized, like the new normal. I think on the shelf, you're going to see.
Jesus Christ.
You're going to see your 9 for somewhere between, 14 and 17 muffins.
Shit. I just picked up some Hollow Points Friday.
Yeah.
There's 66 muffins for 50 rounds.
If you had 240, might as well go for 300.
How about 250? We'll think about it.
300 even.
Shit. I'm gonna be dead tomorrow. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm hurting myself.
He's gonna put on the tactical Ben Gay after the show.
100%. I'm gonna eat a fucking banana. I can tell you that.
I just ate a tangerine.
That's delicious.
It's a cutie.
People I talk to make it more. Jesus. Well, I want to hang out with those people. Daniel, you're not orange anymore. It's fake, Daniel. Double account, Daniel.
He's not in his car anymore.
Oh,
He got where he's going.
that's weird. Well, Daniel, I'm glad. Apparently, we got you home. That's good. Glad to hear you're safe. Sure.
Yeah.
Apparently, we have to go till I hit 300, guys.
Yep.
Yep.
So, anything else?
I don't know. I got 30 more on each arm. You're a fucker, by the way.
Drink a protein shake.
Okay, what they saying now in the comments? So
Dan said he's now in a secure location.
How have they not canceled Ben Gay yet? Because Ben Gay's the shit. That's why.
Because it fits the narrative right now, Ben Gay.
But you know what? They do get some different smells other than like the original. Because
Now,
I
if it
have
was
my,
called Ben Straight, then they would have been banned.
Have you seen the comedian that's got the skit? He was talking about, 10, 12 years ago, everybody was worried about trans fats. And then, now everybody's worried about not accepting fat trans. Or now everybody's okay with fat trans. That's what it was. My poor delivery.
Fuck. I got 10 left on each arm. I hate you. You're a dick, by the way.
at least I know you're gonna be sore in the morning. That's it.
Yeah, I am. I still got a jacket with both hands. Just kidding. Maybe not. We'll see.
Maybe not.
Update to all the college campus bullshit. American students convert to Islam weeks after being full-time pro-Palestine activists.
We'll see how devout they are.
They're not. They're being brainwashed, and it happens a lot.
It's the cause heads from PCU, man.
You lost me.
Have you ever seen the movie PCU?
No, I didn't remove your chat, DD, while they're on.
I guess not.
It's a movie from 93, 94 place in there, and it's basically about politically correct universities, stuff like that. And there's a group of kids they call the cause heads that take up a cause, keep with it for about a week or so, and then go to the next cause, is what it is.
Gotcha.
Man, last one was backups to your backups to your backups to win. That's the last one I got. Man, YouTube hates this guy.
Yeah, seriously.
You guys running pistol dots? You have a couple spare batteries for those, for sure.
Say that again.
I said those guys out there in the chat that are to our viewers, people running pistol dots, have a couple spare batteries.
Yeah, I agree with that 100% because they're almost useless without it. And Furnace was saying something about the window is still small enough you can still make hits with it even without irons, which makes some sort of sense.
Oh, yeah.
Would you rather not have the dot?
No.
Let me check these privates here before I die. PC. He said he put in collect baby food jars. JS. It was removed. I don't know what JS means.
Just saying.
Oh. I didn't remove it, dude. I've been fucking curling over here because some dick made me do 300 tonight. I'm just talking to you guys. I don't know why they would say no baby food, but I will say when all the first Kofefi stuff was happening, my son was born, and if you know anybody expecting, you might want to get like 10 baby waters, and then like I know like the formula depending on what they like, but just go ahead and get sensitive stomach. Cover your bases as much as you can, and maybe buy a couple if you have somebody that's going to be expecting within like 3 months, just to help them out. Diapers have been low at our Sam's Club for the size that my son has. We're working on getting him out of that, so that's good. But kid shit, man. If you have somebody who's gonna have a kid, you know, what we do every time is we get the next size diapers they're gonna use, not the immediate, because everybody's gonna buy them their first size of diaper. Buy the next size. Like right now, I have 2 totes for my son. I have the next 2 sizes of clothes he's gonna wear: shorts, long sleeves, coats, jackets, and some shoes in each one, with like that level of educational toys. And when I find them on sale or at a garage sale, I just throw them in the tote. So by the time he comes into it, I already have a whole year's worth of shit for him.
Well, instead of buying, diapers and stuff, why not just get those cloth ones that you can wash and get the pins? Because when I was a baby, I couldn't wear diapers. I had to wear cloth diapers because I would break out. And to me, that's smarter because you could just wash them instead of spending so much money on diapers and then you're just going to throw them away. You know what I mean? Just have reusable ones.
There's still times where you need a disposable. We tried for a little bit. What sucks is trying to clean them and hang them on a clothesline in winter.
Yeah. I think that's a good fallback plan, Corey, but right now it's kind of a first world problem. Like it's a balance and
well, like daycare won't take your kid with cleanable diapers. You have to have disposable at a daycare. There's no daycare that will take them with cleanables. So there's things like that. Long car trips, there's just times where you need a disposable diaper.
I agree with that. I just having it in your preps and stuff, I think
it's a good stack. I think they're not, and you can get them dirt cheap, especially the used ones that people give up. 100%. LPVO on ARs, that's how I run Fiend Dog. I 100% agree with you. That was my exact thought process behind it. For EMP or battery loss, you still have a sighting system. Would it be better with the lit reticule? Yeah. Can you still run it without it? Yeah. And you should train without it. Turn your battery off and do a range trip with it. So you can adapt back and forth. 100%. Let's catch up on these before I finish my reps. George Soros behind Palestine process. I'm sure we'll never fucking know. Honestly, dude. Come on, Corey. No one wants to wash baby shit. That's what a pressure washer's for. I wonder why. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, Wayne. I'm not touching your shit, dude. I promise. I know that shit pops up for you on Matt's chat all the time too, but I don't know.
Apparently, there was a guy at Miami International Airport that had a bag of snakes found in his pants.
That's weird.
That's weird. All right, there you go, you fucker. That's 300.
Yay.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yay.
Enough of that.
Snake people weird me out.
It looks like he might have been smuggling like illegal ones into the country or something.
Well, I don't want to toot my own horn here, but this is the Tactical Muffin Top channel. Make sure you give me a like, share, and a sub. subbed and shared to all my homies that I'm ever on a chat with. This was the Tactical Muffin Top E Honda Spicy Takeover. And here's my plug. I do have a P.O. box. I got an Amazon affiliate link, and then I got my Rumble name there that I need to do some shit with Rumble. So we will get there. It takes time. Time is very short on Tactical Muffin Top's list. Tactical Muffin Top has a lot of projects and things that he likes to do with it set on the back burner due to family/baby issues because, well, quite frankly, he comes before all that. So thank you, Lawfully. Any closing statements per panel?
I have nothing.
Thank you, Leo. You did make me rep another 100 fucking girls. So
Yeah.
I may or may not be able to do my Thursday show this week because the family's coming back over to help clean up the place.
okay. On that note, make sure you send some love Ohio Patriots way. Thank you, Dwayne. Corey, you got anything? Corey's dead. That's good. Corey passed out. Did he duke out?
Dude.
Shit. Lawfully.
No, I'm trying to feed some dogs.
Oh, okay. Closing statement.
Hug and kiss your loved ones. Hug and kiss your loved ones. Drink water. And be an all-around upstanding citizen.
Love it. Tactical Muffin Top and friends out.